Hello, listeners, viewers, all of you out there. Thank you so much for stopping by. It is us, Dragon's Greed Gaming. You're joining us for some more Aliens. Sorry, I'm turning my phone off so we don't get interrupted. There we go. You're joining us for Alien: The Frontier War, episode 27. We are diving into a new mission tonight. Unfortunately, our brave hero, Corporal Tagar, is not here tonight. He would rather be at a Christmas market. So, just remember.
With his family. I think he's a synth. I think he's a synth, and he's recharging, and that's what's really going on.
Yeah.
Could be. Anyway, you know the drill. Stop by Facebook for all the latest news on the show. Check us out over on Spreaker, where we host the podcast. Give us those 5-star reviews on iTunes and Apple Podcast. Help us continue to grow the channel. Swing on over to the YouTube, where we've got all of our video content. We got a couple more things going on now. If you haven't really been paying attention on the Discord, we're still getting. We're trying to get better at all this promotional stuff. But Blades and Consequences, our Blades in the Dark. I'm sorry, Sins and Consequences, our Blades in the Dark actual play series that was hosted by Aaron, has come to an end at this point. They have one episode left that's like a wrap-up episode where they're going to go over some of the stuff in the game and the plot, answer some questions that people have asked. He's editing that. He's been very busy, so that'll be coming out soon. But that series has ended, and Adam has jumped back in the GM's chair to start recording an RPG called Heart, which I was explained is just a very weird fucking RPG system that has to do with dreams and other weird shit. So
psychological traumas.
Yeah. So I'm all about that, and we appreciate psychological trauma here on the Dragon's Greed. So that'll be coming soon. They're going to record a couple back episodes. That's probably going to launch maybe sometime in the new year. But that is another thing that'll be on the way. So right now we're just down to Alien as far as podcast goes. However, on the streaming side, if you haven't been paying attention, every other Monday, Scaarr, our Swamp Master, has been running a couple one-shots of various RPG systems. We did our last one of the One Ring last week, and now the group has decided which game they would like to play. And we are going to be diving into a full campaign of Lancer, the mech Gundam Wing style RPG. So if you like big mechs and shooting stuff in outer space, this is the game for you. So that'll be starting up, is it next Monday? No, it's in 2 Mondays, right? Or next week?
Right.
The 16th,
Monday
so next
after
week. No, isn't it next week? The 16th? You're right, that is the 16th. That is 2 Mondays from... Anyway, the 16th is when it will start, December 16th, which is a Monday. And every other Monday, stop on by around 8:30 p.m. for that. And finally, we haven't really talked much about this, but every Friday night, Scaarr runs, or most Friday nights, I should say, Scaarr runs a Deadlands campaign, which they were doing before the Swamp came over to Dragon's Greed. So they're starting up a new... chapter, is that right, Scaarr? You tell the people. I don't want to promote your show. You do it.
Yeah, no, it's a really long running campaign. So we concluded a whole story arc that was introducing some new players. So it's a fresh start, and everyone's kind of got their mindset right now. They got their skin on.
Wonderful.
That's a weird way to put it.
Yeah.
I went there.
So that's most Fridays, other than when we record our Patreon game, which is also on Friday nights, but that's obviously not a public recording. But if you want to get access to that, check out our Patreon, and you can listen to those once a month. We're doing some Warhammer Fantasy roleplay right now, and it's been quite grim and perilous, as it should be. A couple fate points have been burned, and if you like elves, zombies, and or pirates, it'll be the campaign for you. And then we're going to have some revamps coming to the Patreon for the new year. And we're going to try working on a website to get ready for the new year. We'll see if we can get it done in time. So, lots going on here. And if the capture card shows up in time, which I did order one, but I didn't realize that Elgato was in Germany, hopefully that capture card will be here by Friday, because we were going to play some Friday the 13th again. The final Friday.
Last time.
The final Friday before it goes away. So hopefully I will have that. I'll be very upset if I don't, because that's just a big waste of money at that point. But, well, we'll see. Anyway, let's hear from our crew tonight. As you can see, Corporal Tagar is not here. He has abandoned his men in the time of need. And when his squad found out that he would not be here tonight, they basically all collectively said, we're fucked. Which is true. Because we've seen Tagar is a wall of steel that cannot be harmed. Mm-hmm. So now the PFCs have to mingle about and figure out how to do the mission on their own. Be good stuff.
Oh, jeez.
Right.
So we'll start off with, I guess, the most senior PFC, O'Connell. Tell us what's going on.
Yeah, I'm Scaarr. Going to be playing Eoin O'Connell, who's progressively getting worse. Apparently, had pretty bad cryo sleep and kind of woke up a little bit not all there. And he's in the process, I think, of collecting himself right now with the help of Cruz and Medbay. I think was where we left off with that.
Yeah, it wasn't great. It's some bad times as O'Connell with some horrible nightmares. But we shall see what comes of that.
Yeah, for me, sexy. As a player, those sexy dreams, but for O'Connell, probably not so much. Sexy Xeno waifu telling him to kill everybody. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah. So yeah, it's been good. Path of Exile 2 has dropped, which is exciting. I don't know if any of you ever played the first Path of Exile, but it's kind of like, if you don't want to deal with Blizzard, aka Activision, but like Doom, or Diablo rather, then you should play Path of Exile. It's been pretty baller. That's what I've been doing. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Love it. Sean, tell us about Cruz. What's going on in his head these days?
Yeah, I'm Sean, and I'm playing Private First Class Alexander Cruz. And he is fucking concerned about what he just saw with O'Connell. Seeing someone basically buck naked, covered in sweat, staring down the hallway with a knife, just after getting out of cryo sleep, super worried. So I'm going to actually be making my rival this time, O'Connell, just so I can keep check on him.
Okay.
In case anything wonky happens. Yeah, and Tagar, as long as he comes back, But if Tagar's not going to be, responding, Reed will have to be my buddy for now.
I wish I lost the dice roll and I had blood on me. It'd been like a Brock Sampson moment. You just find me naked, covered in blood with a knife.
Who else is awake? Who did you kill?
Oh, that is a great reference.
Yeah.
Perfect image. Yeah. Fucking Brock Sampson, what a champ.
Yeah, so Cruz is right now kind of going through it, and very suspicious about a lot of things. Very worried.
Okay. Yeah, it's gonna get real here in a second. Finally, we are joined as always by Adam, the newest member of the crew. What is going on, my friend?
Oh, what's up? Adam, or you can call me Bunnilla, whichever you prefer, depending if we have two Adams in here at some point. But yeah, I'll be playing Private First Class Reed. And since our love and savior Tagar is going to be gone, since Reed is a big fangirl of Tagar, I guess we'll just have to use him to channel the inner Tagar for the squad here. And he seems to not have the, the worst of the symptoms going around here. So we'll just have to
Which is suspicious.
Yep.
Yeah, why aren't you suffering as much as us?
Well, some of us didn't have 3 years of nightmares like O'Connell has been.
Yeah, it's been a rough ride for O'Connell, and it's gonna get worse before it gets better. So,
God.
all right. I'm your host, as always, your game mother for this evening, the Great Unclean One. And we are well and truly into this campaign as we are about to begin Operation Dreamcatcher. This is our, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th mission, I believe. And yeah, it's getting strange out here. What have I done? Not much since last week, other than be worked like a dog. So, looking forward to a vacation I have coming up in, not this week, but the following week. So we're going to start it off with Friday the 13th on Friday night, and then crank it from there. So, lots planned. I did, however, I got Alien Romulus. It arrived yesterday. Ordered that this week. So it's sitting there next to Aliens Extended, which I haven't watched yet. So that's a good, 6 hours of Alien I need to find time for. And, yeah, that's about it. I started watching that documentary about Vince McMahon on Netflix from the WWE. And it's actually really, really good. Very, very interesting to see. A lot of weird shit.
He's a great guy. Donates to a lot of, nonprofits and helps the poor. And
yeah, donates to his wallet all the time. Yeah. No.
That's just great.
Anyone can tell you that guy's a sleazebag from the start. Come on. The documentary was filmed before all the allegations came out that recently ruined him. So,
oh jeez,
just hearing him talk then, he seems creepy, and then when you know what's happened, it's like, oh yeah, this guy's grade A predator. Yeah. So, but it is very interesting if you especially kind of getting a brief history of the wrestling, or at least the WWF back for when it was the WWF back in the day. Starting in the late 80s, early 90s. Hulk Hogan's rise to fame and all that. Hulk Hogan, too. Piece of garbage. Ratted out Jesse the Body Ventura because he was trying to unionize the wrestlers because he wanted to stay the golden star in Vince's eyes. And every other wrestler they interview... Actually, I will give Hogan credit this. He does just blatantly say, yeah, I told Vince about it. But every wrestler's like, oh yeah, Hogan totally ratted out Jesse.
Yep.
And this is back in the late 80s, early 90s, where they would basically work 7 days a week, every week of the year.
Right.
And they don't really have health insurance either. So it's if you're hurt and you don't wrestle, you don't get paid.
Yeah.
So, yeah. A fucking idiot. Anyway. But watch it. If you like wrestling, it's very interesting. If you don't, it's still got some really cool stuff in it. So check it out. Anyway, I think we are ready to begin here. So, last we left, the group of you had a little bit of downtime. A lot of bit of downtime, actually. Man, what happened? We saw both platoons, or both parts of the platoon, both sections, came together to commemorate the loss of their recent squad mates, Rat Finks, who had been murdered, you believe, by Mishka. Yazi, who had sacrificed herself in the APC to keep Chimera Squad out of trouble during your last mission. And Kakai, the dedicated marksman who offered to get into the mock suit during one of Chimera Squad's previous missions. You then had a chance to kind of chat with each other, see what's going on. Reed spent most of his time training and working out, not really having much of a social life as he is trying to better himself for the benefit of the squad. Cruz had a interesting conversation with his cousin, the Secretary of Defense, who did not seem to know much about what has been going on lately with your missions or a lot of the weird shit you guys have been encountering. She certainly doesn't seem to know anything about all these black projects you have come across, so she seemed concerned about that. We saw Casados have another conversation with Tagar, and eventually that also included O'Connell to some degree, as she had asked, I think, for some of a recording you had of something, if I recall. I don't specifically.
She wanted to know the info about the letter from Schmidt.
That's right. Yes, that's right. So, Tagar has kind of pointed to you that it seems Casados is out of the loop and on your side as well with a lot of the shit that's going on. And then O'Connell and the rest of you had a couple drinks at the bar. O'Connell and Herschel had a very interesting conversation. O'Connell believes that Herschel is falling for Weaver. Herschel's not sure what's going on. And Tagar finally bought Weaver that drink. And everybody could see how excited she was and how flirty she was, except for Tagar. So, all in all, a great, successful mission. So
I need to get checked for lung cancer, I think. Just next med bay visit.
what is that?
O'Connell.
Pack a day is gonna.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Gonna do
It's like
that
2
for
packs
you.
a day at this point, I think. Yeah.
Eesh.
All right. Yeah, so since Eric's not here, we've got some art put up. I threw together some AI art today for his character because the normal art he uses in game is something off the internet, so I don't know who made that. But this is kind of close to what he looks like, I guess. He's got the goatee and the bandana, and he's got the sleeveless armor like Drake from Aliens. Drake and Vasquez, so it's close as I can get. Anyway, you were about to start your next mission. You were taken out of FTL after having horrible nightmares. Very intense for all of you, in particular O'Connell, who seems to be hallucinating and having dreams within dreams, and then seemed to be walking around with a knife, completely not knowing where he is and what's going on. From O'Connell's perspective, there was blood everywhere. There were wounds on his hands. He was visited by his wife, who turned into an ebon-colored alien monstrosity that bit his face off when she kissed him. So, normal dreams, normal stuff. Reed, you had checked the cryopods on Weaver and Herschel because they were still in cryo. Weaver appears to be having dreams, but otherwise her pod seems normal, undisturbed, unmessed with. Herschel doesn't seem to be displaying any dreams of any sort, or at least anything out of the
only
ordinary.
thing that we saw that was abnormal was like the temperature of the pods, right?
Well, you guys could tell based on how she looked and what was going on that she is having dreams, and that her temperature is way higher than it should be. But you have ruled out that anyone has tampered with the pod. It doesn't, unless she was injected or given something before she went into cryo, it doesn't seem like anyone has done anything while she's been in cryo. So
Okay.
You have all kind of assumed the conclusion that she is suffering dreams like you guys were, because you all woke up drenched in sweat. I mean, O'Connell to the point where he could basically wring out his clothes or his sheets that were in his cryopod because they were so soaked. Casados also looks like she hasn't gotten much sleep. It's only the 5 of you currently that are awake. She has explained that you guys are in the middle of nowhere, deep space, here at, what is it? Sector 5-7. And you are at what is supposed to be decommissioned Weyland-Yutani network station, an orbital station in this case, that apparently the UPP, make sure I'm giving you the right information here, apparently that appears to be broadcasting some sort of signal that is causing these horrible dreams and nightmares. She gave you a couple incidents that she explained that have happened, and it appears everything within a 2 parsec radius appears to be getting affected by this. And the source has been triangulated to this spot. That's why everyone else is still in cryo, because they don't want to risk anyone else getting exposed to whatever this signal is. And you are being told that you have to get on the station, take any prisoners you can find, collect any data, secure whatever weapon they're developing here, and lock down the station. To do this, you're going in via a device called a service skiff, which is a new vehicle that we're going to get to check out today. That is basically a small, not stealth transport, but something that's meant to run under the radar, so to speak. And I think that is more or less where we left off, unless anyone has anything else they'd like to bring up. Okay, then.
That was it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, with that in mind, I believe you were taking O'Connell to the med bay, or you already were in the med bay at this point?
Yeah, we had already been in the med bay. I had taken a sample of my blood and his blood, put him in like the little freezer
yeah,
thing.
you left a message for Herschel, yep.
Right, and I BCC'd Weaver.
Okay. All right. I assume you guys begin to meet in the hangar then and get your stuff in the ready room?
Yeah. I'm going to pull Reed aside. Well, I guess Reed and Tagar.
Okay.
But since Tagar's not here. Hey, so O'Connell acting real fucking weird. So I went to the med to check myself out, right? I found him in the hallway, just standing there staring off with a knife.
Knife?
Yeah.
Well, that's odd.
Yeah. So whatever this like bad dream shit we're having, he's getting the brunt of it seems.
Anything else that you may have seen that
Not that I saw.
off?
Well, I mean, obviously he's like very tired looking and sweaty. But yeah, so we just kind of need to keep an eye on him.
Like coated with anything.
Yeah, so I mean I think there's definitely something weird going on. It's not affecting any of us as bad as him, but
Yeah, we'll definitely have to keep an eye on him then. Make sure he's gonna be okay. Especially if we're going on this mission. It's gonna be a rough one.
yeah. So what's going on? So yeah, just keep your head on a swivel in case he starts acting weird. I don't want you just randomly getting surprised that he's crazy, maybe.
No, I
Not
appreciate
intentionally, right? But
Yeah.
you know.
All right, yeah, keep an eye on him, Tagar says. Before we go any further, I forgot. I want to get a little solo session here with Adam because we need to see what Schmidt is up to.
it.
So we're going to mute the other two here for just a minute or two, and we'll be right back. So we'll deafen that guy, and there goes Sean. Okay, so Bunnilla, really quick, Sergeant Schmidt, after the Ares captures this UPP transport, the Uvula, what happens next is both ships are out of FTL at this point, and for the next few days, the cryopods of all the sleeping crew are brought over to the Ares one by one. You help oversee this, but they're taken to a part of the ship that you don't have access to. Clearly, like either a cargo or a med bay or a lab or something like that, but you can't tell quite what it is. You guys are out of FTL for maybe 2-3 days while this is all happening, and eventually, all of these cryopods, and again, there's about 200 of them for the crew, or these colonists, are then brought back over to the Uvula as if nothing has happened. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. You know, you don't see, they don't look any different when you do see these people as you're bringing them back. But eventually they're all reinstalled back where you found them, and you guys then board back on the Ares, and you leave the Uvula the way it was. And then both ships return to FTL speed. You go back into cryo, and sometime later, you reach your destination. You come out of FTL, and you discover you are in a new system, which you're able to actually figure out. And it is where is it? Let me make sure I'm looking at the right one here. Yes, it is the KOI-5 571 system, which you can see. Yep, it's right.
That's a distance.
Yep. And you are on a planet called KOI-571.02. You know that you are in UPP territory, and the Ares is now behind enemy lines. It is at this point that Captain Karambit finds you. What's up, Xenocide? Thanks for joining us. Oh, happy affiliate anniversary. I don't know what that means. We'll ask Scaarr in a second. He's had this channel way longer than I have, so... okay, so Karambit comes and finds you, and he informs you that the squad is getting ready for their next mission. And so you guys start to gear up. You're with the same group of soldiers, artificial womb soldiers that you were last time, when you boarded the Uvula. And Karambit says, he explains, all right, our next mission here is a recon assignment. This is absolute paramount stealth. We are not to be detected under any circumstances. We're going down to this planet. There's a colony here called Corinth Colony. It's a UPP controlled. Our job is to scout it out and gather any and all information that we can for command. Oh, sorry, I have a call coming in.
Yeah, no worries. Nice. Nice. Why is it spicy?
All right, sorry about that.
Okay. No worries.
So, Karambit explains you're going on this recon mission, and you are to scout this colony and gather any and all intel that you can. You guys load up on this black Cheyenne dropship, which you recognize as the same dropship you saw when you were on on Sahara, when you were in Sondersatch Mine in the first mission. And you recognize it as the exact same dropship. You recognize, maybe there's a logo or something on the side, or maybe a name, something like that. When you're on board this dropship, you notice it is much quieter than a typical Cheyenne dropship, and it is a much smoother ride than usual. When you get down to the planet, you guys are dropped off, and you are on your own for nearly a week. Just you and the squad. There's, 8 or 10 of you or whatever. The planet itself is pretty normal as far as geography and topography and things like that. There's forests, there's mountains, nothing really out of the ordinary. You guys find this colony, you scout it for a couple days. Nothing really interesting seems to happen. But you do eventually realize that there is a landing pad that is way, way out in the distance, several kilometers from the colony. You guys see a dropship land, and you're like, what the hell's going on here? So you guys go and check it out, and you discover there is a facility of some sort that is clearly meant to be hidden, like about 10 kilometers away from the colony. At this point, you guys scout this place out for a couple days. It is a walled facility. It seems to have two entrances with a road running through it. The road leads to and from the landing pad, and the road that goes out the back gate leads to an area that you guys can tell is like a weapon testing area, like a firing range type of thing. You know, not like big weapons, you know, not like nukes or anything, but like, you know, you could probably do some like heavy weapons down here if you had like rocket launchers and stuff, but those types of things. You recognize it as some sort of weapon testing site. This facility is also surrounded by 6 orbital defense cannons, which can shoot from the ground 2 ships up in space. They're pretty equally spaced around the facility. They're also armed with sentry guns. You guys view this for a few days, and then eventually Karambit calls the dropship back. You guys go back up, and he makes this report to your superiors, noting that you guys have, he seems to say, okay, we've got what we need, and you guys head back up to the Ares after that short mission. Anything in particular that Schmidt would do or try to do during this time?
Am I able to recognize any kind of symbols or, branding within that facility that we've been scouting out?
No, you're not able to get too close. However, if you'd like to give me an observation roll with Schmidt. Did he have binoculars, right?
Let me double check his inventory here.
I think he did.
He does. I know he brought it on one of the missions, but he,
All right,
at the
give me an
mission, we gave it back
observation
to him.
roll. Let's see what you may or may not discover. Wow.
All right.
Okay. You guys aren't able to get into the facility. It's it's guarded, but you do notice that there are UPP soldiers, and there are also working Joe androids wearing UPP uniforms. And they also appear to be armed, which is unusual. You do see that the station also has basically each gate has like a gatehouse, and there's a sentry gun on top of the gatehouse that covers the entrance as well. Other than that, you'd probably also recognize or see the logo for the MSS on the facility as well, which would lead you to believe that it's more than just a basic weapons site.
Okay.
Anything else?
Okay. That's it. I know he's eventually gonna send another message out to O'Connell, but I still gotta write that up. So
Okay.
save that for we have until next mission end, anyways.
Okay. All right, cool. Let's get the gang back in here.
All right.
All right, welcome back, Scaarr. Welcome back, Sean.
Hello.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to get that. I forgot we were going to do that first. Just get that out of the way. Okay, so that's what Schmidt is up to. Meanwhile, back on the Tam, you guys are in the ready room, getting your stuff together here. And Casados says, all right, here's your ride. She shows you guys. It is what is called a service skiff. And I have a picture here. This was introduced in the Colonial Marines video game of Infamy. This is
Really? That one?
Yeah, this is the
Oh,
only
shit.
good image I could find. It's not great, but it's only in a cutscene, but it's part of the lore now. So it is a get the description here. Okay. The RF-30F is a short-range craft intended to perform inspection, repair, and service work on larger vessels. The cramped skiffs are similar to a submersible in design and can only carry a crew of up to 4. However, it does not have any onboard, toiletries, so it's not meant to be a permanent place. The service skiff is equipped with high-intensity lights and a small deployable manipulator arms for performing light repairs and accessing interface ports. With its passive sensors, low energy signature, and overpowered thrusters, the multi-purpose service skiff is often used as a reconnaissance vessel to enter a disputed area ahead of an assault frigate. Each Conestoga frigate carries a mandatory 2 of these. These skiffs are not FTL capable. They can make planetfall, but are incapable of reaching orbit on their own power. And this is what it looks like. As you can
Okay.
see, taking off there.
Does not look aerodynamic at all.
No. So, that is waiting for you guys. And
Okay.
Casados points that out. She says, all right, these things only hold 4. And as you can see, there's not going to be a dropship, so no need for Weaver or Herschel. Tambatam is going to stay out of range. We've got an asteroid belt nearby. We're going to take cover in. You guys are going to head in under the radar, infiltrate the facility, and maintain your cover as best you can until you can get the place under control. She says, we've got a couple things here for you. And she points out, you guys notice your compression suits are there.
Okay.
Because obviously you may need that. You're going into an orbital station. Also, there's 2 breaching charges for you. She says, in case you guys need to make your own way in. Obviously, if you do, whoever's on there is going to know you're there. There's an extra maintenance jack, and there is actually a canister of nerve gas as well. And she says, just in case.
Yeah. So it is abandoned, right? But we are expecting some kind of someone or something to be there.
Yeah.
Causing these issues.
Exactly. They unless it's completely automated, which it could be, someone or something is putting out this signal, and we need to know what it is. Even if it's just an AI, if it's a mother system or whatever, we need to know what it is.
Okay. Can we request some items from Mother?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I'm going to request more nap relief because this thing is in itself just creating more stressful situations, and I don't know what we'll see there.
Yep. She'll give you enough for 2 doses each.
Okay, cool.
I
And then
think
maybe
I'll request that too.
some pups mapping device so that we can try to...
Okay, go. Yeah, you go first. We'll go to each of you. So, Sean, what else? Pups?
Yeah, the pups mapping device, just so we can maybe get a better layout. The schematics we were given might not be up to date, or changes may have been made.
All right. It makes sense, but it is a very expensive piece of equipment. So, regardless that it makes sense, you'll need a roll for this one. I'll need Comtech or Manipulation or Command.
Well, it's not going to be Comtech.
Depending how you try to argue with Mother.
Command, definitely not. We're gonna go with Manipulation. Boom. 2.
Okay. She does grant you 1 set of pups.
Nice.
But you
And
do
then you-
notice that it is one of those items that is marked off on the requisition, so that if anything were to happen for it, it's your ass.
Oh, so this would be a legitimate reason for Wayland Yutani to bill me for shit.
Yes.
You're just
yes.
gonna keep getting
Don't
docked.
break it.
Yeah. It's highlighted in red, it's italicized, it's bold font. It's got your name. I mean, everybody's got their name under what they request, but this one obviously sticks out.
It's like a year, almost more than a year's salary for someone, I bet, for like 50,000.
I was gonna say, I think they're 50,000 a piece, and there's 2 in a set.
Oh, just the item says cost 50,000.
Okay.
So
I guess you'll be slaving away for the rest of your life.
25 grand
Well,
a piece? That's nothing.
I'm in the Marines, so it's kind of the same thing. And then previously I had requested a motion tracker for one of our missions. Do I get to keep that, or do I have to return it every time? So I'd have to request it again.
You have to return it, but that you don't have to make any. I mean, you have to make a request, but there's no roll for it, so you can take that again.
Yeah. That's about it for me. So,
All right.
You said 2 doses for each of us for nap relief?
Yeah, so she'll let you take a total of 8. So
God
you have 1, and then you have an extra.
Nice.
So you normally request 4, right? So
Right.
requesting more than that. Considering the situation, she lets you have it.
Oh, that's nice of her.
Scaarr?
Yeah, so O'Connell will also try to get some nap relief. I think instead of electrical tools, he's gonna try to get some system diagnostics. Seeks in system diagnostic device, maybe. That's
Okay.
possible.
Yeah, she lets you have the diagnostic device, no problem. But when you request the nap relief, she says, basically denies it and says, squad already has more than enough. Danger of overdose.
What a cunt. Okay.
Stupid bitch.
Man, I didn't get any sleep. I was just gonna take it for fun. Maybe she knows.
Maybe you should try.
How about
the
some
other pills.
stim?
Are there stims in the game? Regular stims in the game?
There's never
X-stim?
sleep. There's never sleep.
Oh, no, they don't. No, X stims are like highly illegal. That's not something that would even be on the manifest.
Clearly, mother never went to Vietnam. Okay.
Didn't. No.
Yeah, Sarge, can I get some X stims?
Do you have any cocaine, Sarge? I just need a
No.
little pick me up.
Yeah,
Well,
no.
there's one person on the team who can get you that, but he's in cryo.
Okay. Well, then how about some good old grenades? We seem to always need those. Trying to see which specific ones. The M40s.
Yeah. Though she does point out, basically use with caution due to deployment aboard orbital station.
That would be fun.
Yeah, I know Xenocide. I was thinking the same thing, but eventually it won't be a stealth mission. No group ever gets through the whole mission with stealth. I've never seen it in my 20 years as a GM. So
Listen, you just have to constantly save scum and go back to where you failed, and just repeatedly try again and again.
Oh no, we're playing on legendary difficulty. There's no reason.
Oh no, it's
auto-
Iron Man mode.
Yeah.
This is bullshit.
It is. It's definitely Iron Man mode. Yes. All right. Anything else?
No.
All right, Adam. What does Reed ask for, if anything?
He would like a. Where'd it go?
I gotta
Just had
turn
it
up my
up.
fan here a little bit. Excuse me a second.
Dad.
Well, you got handcuffs
transmitter
covered, right?
card.
Everybody's got handcuffs.
Well, we all usually typically have like
Like zip
free
ties or
zip ties,
something.
right?
Yeah, zip ties.
I would like a data transmitter card.
Yep. Granted.
Okay. And then he would also request a pistol.
Granted.
Any particular pistol?
It's the
The service pistol?
the A2 M4A2, I think is what it's called.
Okay. And then he would just request extra ammunition along with that.
Yeah, you can take extra reloads. That's no problem.
All right. And I think that's it.
All right.
And then how are we splitting up these
I'm
blast
just gonna
charge
give.
boys?
Oh well, I'm just gonna give you guys each your 2 nap leave. You
Okay.
guys all have your 2 nap leave.
All right, I'll put that on Eric's character sheet right now.
Reed, I think just you and I should probably take the blastic charges, right?
That would probably be smart.
Yeah.
Someone is, I don't think, capable of explosives right now.
Man, you guys are stacked.
Yeah.
5 talents? Must be nice.
Excuse you, I have 1, 2,
4
3,
story
4,
points?
5, 6, 7 talents.
Wow.
Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah.
Me over here with my
Well-
4 talents. What a nerd.
I got
Well,
it.
To be fair, I don't think Tagar's had to use 1 story point, so...
It's true. That's why.
He
You
just
never see them.
succeeds. That's why he's the main character. He doesn't need the story.
Dude, he
Story
totally
needs him.
He totally is the Ripley of this group, isn't he?
He's the final girl.
Adam, what's your encumbrance at?
I'm
pretty
at
strong?
10.
You only have 10 and...
I'm
Really?
10 out of 20, but I think anything more than 10 puts me in.
20 encumbrance?
Well,
Yeah, so does Tagar's 20.
I got 5 strength.
Okay, what's Tagar looking like?
Nice. Wow.
Tagar's almost at half. He's got a little bit of room left.
You got like a 1 kg?
Yes.
Just give him the pups since he's the leader, or I guess the motion tracker.
Meal him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tagar comes back. What is all this shit, man?
do you have the motion tracker on your character sheet?
Yeah.
Okay, let me.
M314 motion tracker.
Oh, don't forget, you guys all have to take your suits too.
Yeah, I swapped that out already.
Oh, I've got to swap that out.
So that's going to put Tagar over the limit, just taking the suit.
Well, but he would not have his regular armor, right?
It depends. Do you take your armor with? You can if you want, but you can't wear
Like
it.
1
underneath.
less armor. I'm gonna.
Oh, we could
Yeah,
have.
we can't wear the armor underneath.
No, you cannot, because the suit is armored.
Right. So I'd bring my armor, but I'd leave it on the skiff.
Okay, we'll put that in the locker then.
Yeah.
He's got half a K left.
And that's before the motion tracker?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'll just be encumbered. It's fine.
Okay.
Which
Oh.
compression is this? The Mark 50 compression suits like we used last time?
No, the Mark 35.
Ugh.
Well, you know what? We have a cutting torch already with O'Connell, so I can put away my.
Why are you upset about that? It's the most heavily armored one.
I'm just joking.
Wow.
I just wanted to be difficult.
You are.
Mission accomplished.
Don't appreciate it.
Okay, fuck you guys. I'm generally very agreeable.
You had the motion sensor that you were trying to get rid of?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll just
Alright.
put my jack away.
Okay. Yeah, it's the M314 motion tracker.
I'll put mine away too, I guess.
Well, you got the cutting torch, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cutting torch, motion tracker, electrical tools.
Man, Tagar's got a small like arsenal here.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
He's got so much shit in his locker, dude. Okay.
Bodies.
He's got the NSG, which does the NSG have a attachment?
Yes.
Good, right?
Oh, underbarrel incinerator unit. Okay.
Yep.
Well, that's what he has currently equipped, so we will give him the incinerator unit. And, yeah. He's ready.
Now you told us to put that actual item in the locker, I think, because it adds on a ton of weight for some reason as an individual item.
It does. But he's still fine. So.
Okay.
No, it's his character sheet. He can deal with it. I don't care. All right.
That's the spirit. Attaboy!
All right. We shall see. Okay, so anything else, or do you guys get aboard your skiffs?
I'm ready to go.
All
Yeah,
right.
I make sure I got my trusted combat knife at the ready. Yeah.
I'm eyeing the knife.
Yeah, that's not a comforting thought. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Put it right here on my chest is where I keep it strapped right here. And pat it.
Like Chris Redfield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, O'Connell, how you feeling?
You know, I'm feeling a lot better. Feeling a
So,
lot better.
yeah, you
Oh, oops.
yeah, you're feeling good after like just staring off into the distance. Nothing happened, right?
What are you talking about?
Okay.
You feeling okay, Cruz? You're kind of acting a little loopy. You talking real slow. You're kind of like you got your head in the clouds. Somebody in mind?
Yeah. After we got out of cryo, I went to go to medbay. You disappeared at some point, and I found you in a hallway with a knife, just staring off into the distance.
Don't worry about it. It's a bad dream I had.
Okay, but you understand I have to worry about the knife, right?
We're soldiers. We all have knives, don't we? Well, it's not like I was standing in the hallway wearing a mask with a butcher knife. Relax.
Okay. You remember why we're here, right?
Yeah, we're trying to say, trying to
Just
save, trying to not kill people for one.
Not really answering my question, my man.
Not assuring.
Wow. Yeah.
Are you talking about Operation Dreamcatcher, or what are you talking about?
Yeah, that's the one. So you remember it kind of like, there's something weird in this entire area, these 2 parsecs, which is giving people nightmares and making them kill each other.
Yeah.
Okay. And you've been
I
having
don't
some
know
shit
where
ass
you're going
nightmares,
with
right?
this.
Okay, well I just told you.
I don't follow you. Where are you going with this?
I'm walking you down the path. Don't
Did
worry.
you
I'm
not?
holding your hand.
Did you? I thought everybody had kind of a bad rest. I don't know why. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah,
think we all had a shitty
I had
sleep.
terrible sleep, but every time we wake up, you look the worse for wear. And then
Yeah.
this time, you ran
I know.
off.
I think it's unrelated because I've been having these fucking dreams for like over a month now. So I don't think it's related to the mission.
Okay. Just to be clear, for the last feels like 2 months, we've been in these 2 parsecs. So it definitely could be related, right?
Well, maybe it is.
Okay. So full disclosure.
Man, now that
You just need to be-
now that you think about it and you look at the map and where your missions have been, you were here on mission 1. You were here to start the campaign. Well, you started the campaign in Arharkus, way over
there.
But you traveled to Mount Tithonius, then you went to Sahara, you went to Cerberus, where you met Mishka. You went to O'Bannon's world, where you hung out with Gannon. Then you went to
Hung out.
Denali Station. And yeah, you realize all of those are within two parsecs, at least, of where
Right.
you are.
So, just gonna be fully transparent with you because we already talked about being transparent, right?
The only one that wasn't was Pandora, which, that's only 3 parsecs away. Interesting.
Yeah, and I'll remind you, I'm the one that brought that up. Okay, I'm fine. If I said I'm fine, I'm fine.
Okay, but I'm gonna be honest. Every person I've ever known who said they're fine has not been fine. Something's
Maybe
going
we're
on
all
with you.
part of some
okay?
kind of.
Yeah,
I mean,
this
whatever's
could be
happening
like
is affecting all of us.
Yeah, it surely is. But it seems to be hitting you a lot worse.
Yeah,
so
maybe.
if something starts to go weird, and you start to notice something down there, let us know.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, whatever you say, Cruz.
Okay. What's the insight skill in this game?
It'd be manipulation.
Okay,
Opposed manipulations.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of look at his face, the way he's acting.
I was gonna say you should
Oh,
probably roll those
3
privately, but that's fine.
Oh, okay. 3 successes.
Wow.
I'm gonna
Just
keep that
put it
'cause that's
all out in the
also-
open.
I had already rolled.
Do you want to push? Either of you?
No, I'm good.
Yeah. No, not really. He's not really trying to hide anything. Yeah, he's brushing it off like he's just kind of really trying to move on for the conversation.
Okay, and then I will look.
Eventually, Tagar, he comes over, and he says to you, Cruz, or not Cruz, O'Connell. He says, "Are you okay for this mission?"
Yeah, I'm okay, sir. I'm fine now.
'Cause if
Okay.
you're not-
I don't know what happened earlier. What you guys saw, what Cruz saw, but I'm fine now.
Well, you looked like you were blitzed out of your mind. So I need to know, for the safety of everybody and the sake of this mission, that you're okay.
Well, I only got 1 stress on my character sheet from the whole episode, so I'm not that bad. I'm a little
that's where
stressed.
we're going with this.
When you put it that
I'm a
way,
little-
that makes total sense. All right, moving
I'm
on.
a little stressed. I'm a little stressed by the perfect thing to release stress is going and killing some UPP, and I'm hoping they're fucking there.
Wow.
Didn't you
Mechanically
just say we
speaking,
were
that
gonna-
all makes sense.
Didn't you just say we were going to try to not kill people? That was the mission?
Well, we always try not to do this and try not to do that, and then some UPP fucking commandos jump out of the bushes, and then you gotta do what you gotta do.
You try not to commit war crimes, but sometimes you just got to burn down a village of innocent people, you know?
Nope.
Happens.
Here
You
you
definitely
are.
don't need
Criminalizing
I mean-
Schmidt.
to. Okay, but Schmidt was actively choosing to commit war crimes. That's a minor difference.
Yeah, we accidentally burned down that village, okay? It was an accident.
Right.
All right.
Exactly.
I just did what my government and their billionaire overlords told me to do.
All right, so you guys get on board. Holy fuck, this phone.
Ah,
He wants
jeez.
the holy fuck a phone. Did y'all hear that?
Well, it will be a holy fuck because they're gonna
Scaarr
see God.
69.
Scaarr 69. Ew.
No, Star 69.
Stars.
Not
Scaarr
Scaarr
69.
That's less fun. That's less fun.
Yeah, Star 69. But Scaarr.
When I was on call, oh god, I'm talking like O'Connell. When I was on call, and I would get a phone call at like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. sometimes.
All right, there we go.
I was
damn.
I was the worst human being to talk to on the planet, and I hoped I made them cry.
Oh,
Yeah, it
dude,
makes sense. Yeah.
I am the same way, and
Like, why are you calling at 3 a.m.?
Meg.
Well, we have clients that are 24 hours. It's not their fault. Like,
It is their fault.
Yeah, no, it totally is their fault. But Meg would always say that. She would make fun of me all the time because she'd be like, "Hello," because that's like how I'd answer the phone. I'm like, Meg, it's 3 a.m. I don't give a fuck who's on the other line right now. Like,
I want them to know painfully
yeah.
how tired I am, and that how vividly they have interrupted my nice sleep.
At 3 a.m, if you're calling me, you don't go, "Hi, this is so-and-so from the answering service." No, you do not answer like that. You go, "Hi, Chris, sorry to bother you. This is so-and-so. I have a message." Very simple, all right? And there's one guy who's figured that out, right? And I'm not grumpy when he says his name, because I know he knows how the drill works. But these other fucking people, like, you realize it's 4 a.m., right?
I went to sleep 2 hours ago.
In no situation is it a good day. So just let's drop that premise right now. Anyway, okay. So, you guys get on the skiffs, the one skiff, and you head out, and you are given the schematics. Oh wait, I have a picture. I gotta find it. I meant to find it. I actually have there's artwork in the book of this station, and it was kind of cool, and I want to show it to you, but I don't. Hopefully it's labeled. Oh, there's so many. Is this it? Yeah. No, it's not it. Oh, here we go. It's actually labeled. Okay.
Oh, nice.
I don't know why the art is like off center, but this eventually, because it takes probably a good hour or two from where the Tambatam is hiding in this asteroid field Other than the planet that this... hold on, we need better music for this. We're out in deep space now. There we go. Other than the planet that this station is in orbit above, you are in the middle of nowhere. All you see is the black of space and stars in the distance. This is what Talos Station looks like as you approach. It is basically what looks like a hexagonal or octagonal shaped structure with a central spire, kind of similar to the station in Heart of Darkness. And it looks like there's a lower deck. And I know it's very hard to see, but do you see at the bottom part? It looks like there's something shooting out. That is one of the docking bays, like one of the docking ports. And then there's one at the top just above that on the lower. That's supposed to be like a ship. That's getting close.
Jeez.
And then it's got these massive radar dishes on either side that are attached to it by gimbal arms.
God damn. So would that small thing, would that be like a regular size ship, or would that be like our dropship kind of skiff thing?
That's more like a dropship, the skiff.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Still, that is fucking huge.
So that is what you guys see in the distance as you begin to approach. So it's, you've probably, I don't know if any of you guys have actually been on one of these things before, but it's a pretty simple little ship that you're flying here. Who's actually piloting?
The pilot of the group, right?
I roll 6 dice. Reed, what do you roll?
For piloting?
Yeah, that's more than Tagar.
Yeah, 4 dice.
Okay.
My changes keep getting reset.
Oh no.
I've tried to.
What do you mean?
I've tried to. When I upped my numbers on my skills last time, they keep getting undone.
That's weird.
Anyway, I roll 6 dice also.
Okay. I mean, I did piloting previously. Do you want to do it this time, O'Connell?
Trusting the guy who's going through a psychotic episode to drive the ship.
This is to allow other people to play the game, Adam. I'm trying to be a good player.
No.
All
right,
I don't know what.
Final answer. Who's piloting?
Here's your final answer right here.
Well, why is it private?
Me. I'll have to re-roll that because it's private.
I didn't need a piloting check. I just wanted to know who's at the helm. That's all. I'll tell you when you need a piloting check.
Good, because that was no successes.
That's just a warning.
Jesus.
Okay.
All right, just a what-if roll. I want to see what would have happened. Hey, we're in the same boat.
Wow.
Well, so I thought you rolled 6.
Yeah, I do. So why is it rolling? Did I not hit piloting?
It says piloting.
Yeah,
it's piloting.
It's only 5 dice. It did the same to me actually.
Yeah, my agility's 5, my piloting's a 1. Basic math, Chris, help me out here. I know you have the calculator on hand.
Pretty sure that's a 6, bro. Even I can figure that one out.
Okay.
I only see 5 dice. I don't care anymore.
Yeah, it only rolled 5 dice for me. Weird.
Let something from the cryo wake up.
Did the same thing to me. Which is what
does encumbrance give you a -1 agility?
Maybe that's it.
Maybe?
I'm not encumbered.
I don't think
Let me-
it does, but...
I'm just gonna double check by putting something really heavy in the locker.
I'm gonna take a screenshot of my skills because they keep getting reset somehow.
There's 6.
I think it is the encumbrance gives you a -1 agility. Okay.
I'm not encumbered. Well, let me try again.
I'm super encumbered. I'm not super encumbered, but yeah, I'm still encumbered.
Piloting. It's still just rolling 5. Nice fucking roll. My character sheet is broken.
All right. Well, I'm going to give you a new one that you can mess with if you need to here.
You don't have anything like negative affecting you from the shitty cryo sleep?
I think so.
It's not like an effect.
There you go, Scaarr.
Yeah, but yeah.
Just see if that works. Luckily, these character sheets aren't terribly complicated, so... and I can upload the artwork later if we need to. Okay.
Anywho, I think me and Cruz, right? O'Connell and Cruz.
Yeah, you need a co-pilot for sure. Yeah, and I will just constantly be eyeing the knife side-eyed.
Okay, so it's cramped in here. There's not a lot of space for other than just the four of you and the equipment you brought. There's a couple viewports to look out, and you can see this station in the distance. You're crossing the black void of space. Everybody's kind of quiet, a little on edge. And then you see that in the distance, there are two dropships that appear to be patrolling this area. And they are currently flying together. And they're coming in your direction. What do you do?
Run them down, right?
What? I didn't hear what you said.
That's probably for the best.
Okay.
Oh man.
Do we reach out to them? Do we? What's the term you space jockeys use? We hail them.
Hail? We probably don't want to hail anyone. Can we kind of like hide? Do we know if they've seen us yet?
You don't. But if anyone who likes can make an observation check here.
Okay.
They're kind of far out, but maybe you can see what they are or get some details here.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna push my roll. Fuck me.
Wow. Here, I'll make a roll for Tagar, too, since he would obviously be
Oh my god.
Can he use one of his 5 fucking story points?
There we go.
Oh my god.
Man.
Okay.
Hold on. That was like what? Almost 30 dice roll.
You should be at 2 stress.
That'd be good
now,
night.
Scaarr.
I'm fixing it right now.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so you can see that these are what are called DS3 accipiters, which are UPP versions of the Cheyenne dropship. They're based off the Cheyenne frame and model, and yeah, I've got a cool thing here that I found. I think this is from the miniatures game that Protos used to be producing, which is out of print at this point. But basically, it's the Cheyenne, but it doesn't have the unfolding wings like we see in Aliens.
Ooh. Okay, that was kind of cool miniature.
It is still armed, though. It does have the Gatling cannon on the nose, and it's got missile launchers under the wings. But it doesn't. The body doesn't open up for the extra missile launchers. So it's primarily meant to be a fighter dropship. However, you guys do know that the UPP versions are equipped with a, I believe it's called a tachyon shunt, which is a drive that allows it to make small FTL jumps of about 1 to 1.5 parsecs.
Hot damn. He elbows you, Cruz. See, I told you there's gonna be UPP here. It's gonna be a party.
Okay, but no, we need to fucking avoid them. We need to hide. Make
I
sure
mean, yeah, of course, yeah. We'll do our best, but
yes,
if
you were right.
If you find us,
FPP, UPP was there.
I'll move us to a new map, and then if it lets me.
I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure, they won't see us. It'll be alright.
Well, they're on their way, so.
Do you guys see the map?
You ever notice that they're always here before us? They're always fucking one step ahead lately. It seems like.
I do see the map. Yeah, actually, It feels like everywhere we go, UPP are there. But then again, this is the frontier war against the UPP.
All right, so I'm going to put the Wow, this thing's tiny. Let me fix this thing's... Hold on, the character sheet is...
Oh my...
It's so tiny.
Tiny
well, because it's one space on the grid. So
oh my god, the grid is so big.
Yeah.
Yeah, Free League makes these maps huge, which I kind of appreciate because you get a lot more detail when you zoom in, but goddamn.
All right, give me a second here just to adjust this.
Enhanced.
Well, while Chris is adjusting this, if you didn't know, Aliens Dark Descent is free on PSN this month.
That's
It's an interesting, yeah, it's an interesting kind of like XCOM, but like real-time game. So far, it's kicking my ass, and I'm only on normal mode.
All right. I'm going to make it a little smaller because your ship is not quite as big as theirs. Tiny bit smaller, but not much. So we'll just put you guys here. And then there are 2 drop ships that are flying in tandem. I mean, you're not necessarily on this part of the map, but just so you guys have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
There's 2 of them. So, what do you do?
Yeah, we should try to hide, right? Avoid them if we can.
Yeah. I mean, can we go silent somehow?
Yes, you can.
Ooh.
I will need I believe this is a Comtech roll. Modified by the skiff's signature, -3. It's Comtech -3.
Ugh. Can
Hold
I
on,
assist him?
Let me. I need to find out if that's a bonus or a negative to you, because it's using the starship rules, and I don't know that off the top of my head. Let me just see really quick here. Signature. Oops. Signature attack. Signature item. Can't be that hard to find. Because I mean, in the description, they made it sound like this thing is meant for recon. So it'd be weird to me that it's a negative.
Yeah. Maybe it's a negative to the enemies to see?
Oh, that would make total sense. Where the fuck are starship rules in this book? There we go.
Good question. That's a good question.
Tactical nukes. Yeah, I want one of those.
Oh man, that's what we need to shoot at this fucking station. Why invade it when we can just nuke it?
Because your glorious overlords want whatever's in there for themselves.
Yes,
Obviously
Quintillionaire Wayland Yutani wants whatever the UPP is working on. So excited for him. Well, valued listeners, you guys can tune in Mondays, every other Monday, and also some Fridays to the Neon Swamp to watch Scaarr and other people play games like Deadlands or Lancer soon.
Lancer.
Lancer.
Has anyone, either of you seen The Substance? The movie The Substance. If you haven't, you should. Demi Moore is fucking phenomenal and full frontal in it. But
yeah, you got me. I'm gonna watch it whatever happens.
It's an excellent horror kind of comedy. But I bring it up because he was talking about Vince McMahon, and Dennis Quaid is also in the movie, and people thought he was basing his character off of Vince McMahon. He's just this fucking disgusting like manager, like for famous people and stuff like that. He's just vile, and he does it really fucking well. And he even does like the Vince McMahon like walk and shit like that, and like he's so on point. People were like literally were like, oh, he literally like if a Vince McMahon movie ever comes out, he has to be the one playing it. Highly recommend the movie regardless, but you'll instantly see the Vince McMahon in that character too. And great fucking movie. Probably my favorite horror movie, maybe of the year.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, there's good. Well, no, I mean Romulus kind of takes it by default,
Well,
it's not fair to, it's not fair to all the other horror movies that Romulus exists, because that's,
yeah, I would not count Romulus like as an Aliens franchise, and then just kind of like a revamp to the old horror aspects. Just kind of count it in its own category.
It's ascended. Like, that's my favorite movie of the year.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
There's been a lot of good horror this year, too.
As far as I can tell, I believe it gives them a negative. So it's
Okay.
it's -3 for them. It is an opposed roll.
Okay.
So Scaarr has to roll Comtech normal, and they take a
Yes.
-3 to their Comtech.
Yes. Okay.
Can I assist Scaarr?
How would you assist him?
Well, I'm co-pilot, so I could probably do like sensor scans or something to find good areas to like hide around.
Dude, this thing is so small. There's no co-pilot station.
Oh, no, I thought there was. Never mind.
Keep in mind,
I'm
it's,
just gonna-
it's like you're in a space submarine. It's very
Oh.
tiny.
Okay.
I'm just standing behind you, ominously.
All right, make your roll.
We chit chat. What?
It's a good thing you can push, right?
Anna?
Good thing you got 2 nap relief.
Can always push.
My God, game.
There we
go.
go, baby.
Cut for the stress dice, I guess.
Yeah, there's a stressful moment where these things are right on your trajectory, and you power everything down, and they fly right over you guys. Don't see you. I mean, they're not right on top of you, but close enough where you're like, oh man, they might actually see us, but they don't. One of them swings back around a few moments later, coming back towards you guys. And you're like, oh shit, did they see us, right? And everybody gains a point of stress when this other one breaks off. And it's coming closer and closer. And then, just as you're like, there's no way they don't see us, it makes a hard bank. And you guys can tell this is like something has caught its attention, and it peels off and goes firing off towards the other one, and they both go. I mean, the direction is kind of irrelevant here, but they do go off in like further away from the station. We'll say to the galactic northeast.
I got some Hunt for Red October shit.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking, like, what is the name of that submarine movie? I think with Sean Connery. Is it Red Dawn? No.
Or U571?
Yeah, it's the Hunt for Red October.
The Hunt for Red October. Okay. All right. Well, I just crapped my pants. I don't know about you, Cruz. You all right back there, Reed?
Yeah, I'm just gonna look at my picture of my child and reduce
You
my
have a
stress.
kid?
Yeah,
Wait, how old are you?
Wait. Whoa. You're a father?
a father.
How old are
I
you?
didn't.
Take
I
ours
don't really
like
take
two.
you for a father.
26.
Oh. Damn, you've
Young
had a
love,
rough life, huh?
What'd you say, Sean?
You've had a rough life, huh?
Say you fucked up.
Oh yeah, it's rough, all right. They're dead, so.
Oh Jesus Christ, man!
Wow, okay, now was not the time to say that.
I thought it was gonna be more of a happy ending, like our previous Saj. He was from some weird fucking planet, rubbed crystals, and had orgies all the time. But
Is that why
Man.
he was always so hard on us? Because he was just
Fucking
constantly
crystals.
having orgies.
Fucking crystal lover.
Quasar crystals.
No, yeah, my wife and child they perished during a pirate invasion on their colony, so pretty bad time in non-deployment.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
Hey, I'm not here to reminisce. All right, I'm here to get the job done, and let's.
Okay.
I don't need O'Connell getting all sappy on me with his kid.
no, I was just about to say they're monsters. You want one?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
I'll stick to my.
Cruz is gonna slide closer to Tagar. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Tagar's like, well, the kid is named Levi, so what do you expect?
Oh, he never had a chance.
No. All right, so
Like if I named my kid Coles or something.
where and how do you guys want to try to get aboard this station?
Imagining Dex A is the one that's at the bottom, right? Or is that
Yes.
the top?
Yeah, because that's where those two the dishes are in the photo. Yeah, so decks B and C are at the top, and they're right on top of each other. And then there's like basically it's the elevator shaft for the central elevator. That's that central spire, and then the bottom part is deck A. Not sure whether you start with A at the bottom, but whatever.
Yeah, could we maybe...
Well, maybe A is the top, and it's just flip.
that would be
Well,
really
it
weird.
is space, so I guess there is technically no top. But
Yeah.
I mean, with the gravity, A is the lower deck. Yes.
So maybe we could go to the auxiliary external airlock and kind of just try to make our way in.
So you guys do see that there are two docking umbilicals, one on deck A and one on deck C. C is obviously the larger one, and A is the smaller one. Both of them would work for your ship. You'd guess if you had a larger ship, or if you had like a lot of cargo, maybe you'd probably want to use the upper deck.
There are probably people manning like those areas, and they would see us, I assume, right?
We're supposed to be told it's abandoned, so
Okay, but and he'll point to the area where the UPP ships just flew by. Obviously not, right?
I feel like it would be safer to just dock at A, because you got these giant satellites that are kind of blocking their view from one side or two sides. You know, make it harder to see our ship connected.
Yeah, that's fair. We don't have like a layout of the A deck, right?
Not
But I
yet,
just
at
see
least.
C and B.
You don't see A deck? It's on the same map.
Like a detail. All I see is this thing right here that says A deck, and it's just like a cross section of the whole thing. Right? I'm not being crazy.
I mean, I'm looking at it on the other screen, which I think has the same permissions as you guys, and I see the
Yeah,
layout.
I got locker,
Yeah.
comm relay, operation hub.
Yep.
Okay. I was being dumb. That's my bad.
Okay.
I for some reason thought that was a vertical cross section.
No, that's an overhead view.
Yeah. I realized that.
Okay.
Yeah. It's all right. Sometimes Sean's a fucking idiot.
Sometimes
It
like
happens.
the dementia, early onset, you know.
Yeah, that early onset 30-year-old dementia. Yeah, yeah, I mean, I guess we can go there. Kind of just hoping that they have manned the upper levels instead of anything lower down, right?
I would think so. But who knows? I guess we'll find out.
Right. It's just it's a shit shoot, so. Yeah, O'Connell, I guess, just lead us into the auxiliary docking umbilical on deck A.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
That will require a mobility test or a piloting test.
I wish it was mobility. Not
Just
just
kind of like a mobility
Or
test.
you got all
for a
those extra
station.
stress dice.
Can I? Oh, he doesn't even need help.
No, but he's gonna get.
Okay, so it's he's bringing it in really slowly. It's like someone doing their parallel park for the first time. He's sweating. You see his hands trembling a little bit, and everybody gains a point of stress because you're like, we're gonna fucking crash and die out here. But he actually does make a pretty good connection to the docking umbilical. And we're almost at our halfway
That's the
point.
O'Connell luck right there. He rubs his rabbit foot.
I'm rubbing my. I pull out my little thing. I was like, oh my god, he's gonna get us
Oh
killed.
wait, that's an extra point of stress for Tagar too. I got it. Well, actually, 2 points. One for the shuttle and one for the. So
The nervous twitch.
You guys should be at 3, right? Unless you pushed.
That's
Yeah,
that's an instant end to the panic, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I was at 3, and then I used my
Okay.
signature item like Scaarr.
I think I only had one because it was for the ship coming by, and I got rid of it, and now we got another one again.
You guys started with one when you woke up from the dreams, if I recall.
I think I got rid of it though last session with my.
Oh, yeah, you probably used your item last session. That's right.
Yeah.
Right, and we also
Smart.
had like an hour of downtime between
Smart man.
the dreams and.
Yeah, but the
Deployment.
dreams are kind of this lingering thing that. yeah,
Okay.
As long as you're in the vicinity, it's gonna affect you. So.
So then, are we always at like a minimum 1 stress?
No, if you only had 1 stress and used your item, you'd be at 0. But.
Okay.
You know, it could keep going up the longer you stay here.
Sure.
You just don't know how long that's gonna be. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll take our quick break here. This is a good spot. I'm going to go smash my phone so we don't get any more phone calls. And get some Dr. Pepper. And we'll deal with the repercussions tomorrow. I think it's the best, the best way
that
to
sounds
go about
fair.
this.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like it.
All right.
All right, cool. We'll be back, listeners.
All right, BRB.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a super pressing thing, but it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, if we had like 100 people watching, then I'd be more concerned about it, but
Yeah.
not quite at those numbers yet. Xenocide, you got 99 friends you want to call up to watch the stream?
Hey, yeah, man, throw them out here.
Call your mom, your dad, your kids, your neighbors,
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
and hide your husband.
Dude, if you got 100 people to watch this, or 99 other people to watch the stream, I would fucking buy you a book of your choice.
Yeah, apparently, like, most streamers don't get past, like, double digits, so even getting, like, 10 is, like, a really solid achievement.
Yeah, I think the most I got when I was near retirement part of my streaming life was like around 21.
Yeah,
That's
but
pretty
see,
good.
I don't want to be
Grind.
like most others, okay? I want us to
Better.
be beyond that. So
I want to achieve greatness.
I do.
Hey, that's admirable.
Better than Critical Role. Come on.
I want to be
We're
the
already
critical role.
better than that.
I want to be the critical role of not Dungeons and Dragons. That's what I want.
Of every other game. The ones that deserve the love.
Exactly.
Oh my
Exactly.
god, are you saying I have to grow a personality?
You've already got a great one, Scaarr. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Yeah.
Unless it's me and we're in an argument.
Gosh
I'll
darn
tell
it,
my
people
wife
like
that.
you. All right.
Just drench your hair and whip it around a little bit. You'll be fine.
Oh, he's
right.
got nice long hair. Yeah, it'll work.
Got those good locks, man. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So we're back as you're going towards the lower umbilical, I think.
Auxiliary docking, yeah, on deck A.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll move you over here, and that is where you decide to dock. Are you actually connecting to it, or are you going to spacewalk to it?
Oh, why would we not connect to it?
But probably
Any
alert
ideas?
people, right? Does like the system get like an alert when a ship connects to the umbilical, like in a normal
That's pretty,
fashion?
Probably.
pretty probable.
Probably
Okay.
also get an alert if that door opens and nothing's docked to it.
I mean, you also just might want to do a spacewalk. I know I would. So.
That's a trick question because
You
last
know
time we had to
what?
do spacewalks, we saw the dark
We almost
star
went
black
insane.
hole, yeah, it's
You got the
untrustworthy.
zero gravity
That was the
training.
best part of that scenario. Do you look out the window? Do you look out the viewport?
Yeah, I do because I know you're excited for this, so I look up in awe.
Oh man. Great.
Yeah, if we're no, yeah, that's an interesting point that the voice in the sky brought up. Maybe we want to spacewalk and aim it for somewhere else, a little more incognito. This is, if you don't want to shoot a bunch of UPP, I mean, I'm good either way. It's up to you guys. Well, I guess it's up to Tagar, but he's T-posing in the back of the ship.
So is the umbilical like a closed thing that we would have to manually open, or does it lead to the auxiliary airlock that we can then kind of like Comtech hack our way into?
There is a for lack of a better term, there is a door here,
Okay.
and then there's a door here. So
Okay.
because once it's connected to the ship, this door opens, and it has atmosphere, so you don't have to have a suit to walk through the umbilical.
Gotcha. I mean, if we want to go in quiet, probably spacewalk, right?
Get to use my 0G training.
That would be so cool, and that's exactly the reason I'm doing this.
I mean, is there a nearby maintenance hatch maybe, or something that anybody can see?
Everybody can
Clap your hands.
actually. Let me see. What it is.
I don't know why that got me.
I hate you.
I'm sorry.
Thank you so much.
It was just so funny, and it rolled off the tongue.
So, actually, if anybody likes, you may give me either an observation roll, or you may... Actually, hold on, wait. Before you do that, I have to have 3 separate things open here with all the notes for this mission, so bear with me.
Makes sense, and I forgive you.
Because I think... okay.
Actually, no, you don't have to make a check for this.
So, you obviously see the 2 auxiliary umbilicals, or the 2 umbilicals you can use to enter. You also would know a station of this size probably does not have the greatest of hull as far as armor, and one of your breaching charges could potentially blow a hole in the hull. The last thing that your sensors pick up is that the station, the reactor, is cooled by the vacuum of space. So there are vents that are opened periodically to the vacuum of space to cool the actual reactor. And if you look further into that, what you would realize is there are vents on the outside that look big enough for at least a person to get through, if not a little bit bigger. And they seem to be on a timer, and they open looks like every maybe 30 to 60 minutes.
Okay. But that means that there's probably a whole bunch of like radiation coming through them.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we're in oppression. Radiation should be like one of the first things it protects us against, since that's pretty abundant in space.
Facts.
Okay. Okay, so, but the radiation is probably only going through when it's actively venting. If we, use the cutting torch and cut one of the vents open, we could probably slip in, right?
Well, like we had said, Cruz, but if we cut one of the vents, it's likely that could trigger a maintenance alert as well, and that defeats the whole purpose.
That's fair, yeah.
You would also realize that that would probably cause some sort of depressurization, because obviously the vents don't just open to space without some sort of procedure. Otherwise, you'd have an explosive decompression.
Mm-hmm.
So if you were to cut through it, it'd be the same as cutting a hole in the hull.
Yeah. Okay, so do we want to sneak in through those vents?
Yeah, if we can't find like a maintenance access of some kind, then that might be the next best thing. I'm not really keen on going through the front door.
Oh no, agreed. Yeah, that sounds like
scouting and being quiet is actually one of my actual specialties.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, spacewalking into the vents might be best.
There are also, you can see on the map, and when you get closer, you'd see at least the front. This is all glass viewport. Well, not necessarily glass, but it's a viewport. This wall, from here to here. That's a
You
window.
could just vent everyone explosive decompression.
There's also one on the back as well, on deck C, by the control center.
But they did ask us to take like prisoners alive, right? So we don't want to necessarily
Yes.
vent them into space.
Yeah, I'm just
Unfortunately.
letting you know all your options.
I appreciate that. It's
Yeah.
nice to know I can murder a bunch of people on a dime.
You can actually sneak up behind every single person and just shoot them in the back of the head, execution style.
You know,
Yeah,
totally
that's a little
possible.
too personal. That's
if
too
you
personal.
if
Yeah.
you grab them while they're flying out of the space station, you might be able to bring them back on board.
Each and every one. Oh shit.
If the hole's just big enough for one person at a time, you can just catch them as they get to the hole. And then...
Yeah, it's 30 consecutive QuickTime events as they're all squeezed out of something the size of a quarter.
Beautiful.
All right, yeah. So let's sneak in during the radiation fused venting.
Okay. Do you bring the ship over there and then get out of the ship that way?
How feasible does it look to just spacewalk from the dock to the vents?
It's feasible, but it would obviously take a little bit longer because you have to go around the entire station. Whereas you can...
Longer's fine.
Okay.
Life endangering.
Well,
Not so
remember,
much.
we have a limited supply of oxygen, right?
That's what I'm asking. We have a more so limited supply of thrust, I would imagine.
No, that would be able to come back. Because
Maybe hide the ship, sort of underneath
your wife.
the B deck. Yeah, hide your wife, and then walk our way up to the vents because I assume they're on the underside of B deck, right? Yeah, so that's where the reactor is.
My thought with
I believe
keeping
it's-
space at dock.
I believe it's on this wall.
Yeah,
My thought would keep the ship at dock is, if we need to make a quick getaway, it'll be right there and ready, and we don't have to spacewalk to it.
okay, that makes
You
sense.
do that.
yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what time it is then. It's mobility time.
I didn't hear an answer if it looks dangerous.
I told you, yes, it's
Oh.
feasible. Does it dangerous in what sense? Dangerous that you're walking on the outside of a space station in the middle of space? Yes, it's dangerous. Is it feasible? Absolutely.
Dangerous, like, oh yeah, you have just enough fuel to make it
Oh,
there
no,
and back, or
No. You guys can.
we're doing calculations like to make sure we got
Like Rain
enough.
Man. I have 313 drops of fuel, and it takes 313 to get there one time.
doing some freaking what's that awesome
Trigonometry.
movie?
Now, I don't believe that you actually have thrusters on these suits.
Oh, we're not in the robots.
No.
You know what I'm
No.
talking about.
No.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
Oh shit.
But you guys can tell, obviously, if they have to do maintenance on these dishes out here,
Gotta be like handrails.
there's
or something,
handheld
right?
rails and stuff, and typically you would have, your cord that you clip onto the space station as you move, So, those types of things you have.
Sounds safe enough, I guess. What
Yeah.
are we, a bunch of wieners? Let's get this done.
Mobility. Keeping it together. We got 2 successes.
Yeah, you get outside the vast blackness of space. The only thing tying you to this is a little tether.
All right, Reed. I'll give you one of my successes.
No, I should have.
It might not give you the
Portability.
bonus too. So
Yeah, it's not giving me my bonus too from the. So. I'll
What are
roll
we
the-
getting a bonus from?
Well, I get a bonus because my 0G training.
Oh yeah.
I should probably roll for Tagar, huh?
Gotcha. So cool.
There we go. Nice.
Easy one.
Lovely. Nice
Oh,
job.
That randomized training you got really kicked in.
Oh,
I'll give
Tagar's
one
dead.
to Tagar. I'll give one to Tagar because he's already got somehow 3 stress.
One from
And he should
waking
use-
up.
Yeah. He didn't use his item.
I'm not
so
gonna.
he-
I'm not gonna. Well, he's not gonna be here tonight, so I will use his item.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
makes sense. Okay. So.
But yeah, so we all
Yeah.
succeed.
Sorry, Eric. Your character floated into space, never to be seen again.
You're too strong. We had to let the vacuum kill you.
Yeah.
Because that's fair and balanced.
That's the only thing that could kill you was the vacuum of space and a nuclear reactor.
No,
That's
we had to push you into an actual sun to finally end you.
Yeah, you are the enemy at the end of the story.
slowly floated towards the nearby star.
Because we all know if Tagar got just sent to regular just space, he'd come back somehow and kill us all.
Oh, yeah.
He has to go in the sun.
He's got a sus membrane that protects him.
Okana, let me just update your character sheet with your art and tokens. Your new one, your new character sheet. Is everything done on your new character sheet at this point?
Probably not the experience. Let me double check everything before you delete anything.
Otherwise, it's gonna probably get confusing with two identical character sheets with identical art. You know.
Maybe a little.
I mean, if they're identical, it's a good thing. The best part of waking up is a xenomorph in your cryopod.
A full xenomorph?
Yeah, just cuddling you.
Ah, man. Finally, I get to
Wholesome.
experience the sweet release of death, plus something a little bit more sensual.
At least it's not that shit from the end of Romulus. I'll be happy.
Oh, Jesus.
The newborn.
Yeah,
That was some
good.
fucking nightmare fuel.
That was so awesome, man.
Imagine that thing coming out of you.
Ugh.
That's hot.
No, literally the exact opposite.
Yeah, it looked like a giant turd, to be honest.
You know, I have a weird definition of what I find attractive. So, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, so fuck you guys,
Yeah.
okay?
Listen, this is not a judgment-free
King
zone.
Shame
This is-
Chris.
Maybe I tend
This is
to
really clear.
maybe I tend to really dig 8-foot tall pale creatures with black voids for eyes and disproportional body pieces. You know, do you ever think of that?
Okay.
Mhm.
You can just, yeah, that's fine. You can have that opinion, and you can also be wrong.
That's true. Why is this not working?
Because it's trying to tell you you're wrong.
I gave you the token. Choose file. Art. 100 folders to get through to get these fucking tokens.
That's rough.
Well, that's because that's what I do. Update. Oh, I see. That's why. There are 2 bits of artwork for your character because I think you did the one that added the little marine logo on the armor.
Oof.
Yeah, I updated it a little bit.
Yeah, I should.
I gave it to you like a little while after.
Select. Okay. Do we have a winner now? Yes. Good. Good. Make sure that's the right one.
Good.
And who else are we missing? Reed. Boom. There you go. Okay. It is a bit of a walk, so everybody please give me an oxygen roll as well, because you are going, like, basically across the entire station and under it to get to this part.
Damn, I only have 4 oxygen.
I think that's what this has.
Doesn't matter, because Cruz controls his breathing.
Cruise control.
That's so fucking
Very nice.
stupid. God damn
Very
it.
nice.
I like that.
We got you.
Okay. All right, Reed. Even though you're the one with the 0G training, you forgot how to breathe for a moment.
Oh, poor guy.
I mean, I imagine even if you do this on a regular, it's probably awe-inspiring to do something like that, right?
Yeah, like, there's training, and then there's, like, real life.
Yeah. You had the training, but you've never actually done this in real life.
Yes.
Wow, this is way different.
Yeah,
This is way different than being underwater in a pool.
We're
I-
PFCs.
Yeah, where I know if I get disconnected, I won't get sucked to the void of space.
Someone
So
will come save me.
you do make your way underneath B deck, come out on the west-hand side here, at least on the map, the west side, and to the area where the reactor is. And there's the multiple vents. There's a whole bunch of them that basically make up the entire wall here. You're guessing that makes up the room to the reactor that open. And they open for about 15 minutes. And yeah, you can get the readings on your suits or your equipment. Big spike of radiation. You can probably see it kind of, the air, quote unquote, around these openings. You can see it kind of getting wavy just because there's so much heat and power there. But it does allow you to eventually go through. Once it's done venting and you're not fighting against that, you can get inside. However... Oh, actually, you do need to make a mobility roll to get through because you are fighting against the venting and the radiations being pushed out. Because once that's done, they close. So you have to do it while it's actively venting.
Well, I did not see.
Oh! Did that count? It, got stuck. That was weird. Okay. Tagar.
Oh my gosh.
Anybody need one?
I super need one.
Cruz does.
You got it.
Goodbye.
I catch you with my knife.
Just through the hand.
Okay. It's tricky. It's very nerve-wracking, unlike anything you guys have ever done before. You're like, is this safe? I mean, these are built to resist radiation, but is this safe? But you make it through, and basically you find yourself in this room. There's this massive generator on the wall, this reactor, and I'll put you guys inside here, and then basically there's a door here that would you guys can get through. It's a big secure door, but there is a door to move into the control room. And you have to wait until the 15 minutes are up and the venting is done, and then the vent covers close shut, and then the room begins to repressurize, and eventually gravity comes back on, and you guys are inside. Well done. What next?
Right.
Luckily, we don't have to come back out this way.
Yeah. Oh, that was close. O'Connell, thank you so much for that.
No worries, bud. I got you.
Yeah.
Grab my strong hand.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Oh, that guy was awesome. Give me your other hand.
This is my strong hand. Oh my god.
Whatever happened to that guy? Jesus.
They're making another one of those movies.
Oh,
Another scary
God.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I will have to go watch that, I guess. So there is a doorway into the power control room.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not on the
I guess-
map, but I can move you guys through. That's fine.
Let's get ready to breach, and maybe we can just shut the power off to the whole station. Kind of.
Well, we need the power on to get information.
Yeah.
Maybe I would imagine O'Connell can maybe hack the door open if we need to get it open.
I did bring my diagnostic tools this time. Which aren't really meant for hacking, but they could be used for it.
Well, it will take a Comtech roll. And seeing as this is probably one of the more secure doors in the facility, because it's to the reactor, and if the reactor goes haywire, things would be bad. I'm going to say this is going to be at -2.
And we have to be trained in Comtech to assist him.
No, not necessarily. Not in this game, but you do have to explain how you're assisting. How it makes
Yes,
sense.
we're holding the flashlight.
Yeah, that's not going to do it.
Yeah. How would I be able to assist? I don't even know. Yeah, I don't think there's any way Cruz would really be able to assist. Unfortunately, I don't think he's smart enough because his wits is 2.
Fair enough. O'Connell's pretty good at this, though.
Yeah, I believe in you.
He's got
All
those
right,
extra stress
so-
points helping him out too.
Oh,
Also,
that's
didn't,
so
Yeah.
didn't you panic earlier and now you're at the -2 agility for a turn? Was that you that got that?
Yeah, but this isn't
I'm just
agility
saying.
based.
Just saying. Did you do the -2 on your mobility test to get into the thing?
It's on my character sheet, okay?
I don't. I'm just
It's
asking.
it's there.
I'm just. Look, I just want someone to get sucked into space. Okay, can you blame
I
me?
know. Don't make it me. Okay. All right. So
Listen, I
no
gave
one's
you
helping
plenty
me.
of chances, Chris. I'm gonna channel my conversations with Herschel
Okay.
and the experiences he gave me as like an electrical person. He's a robot. So he gave me a little bit.
person.
What?
I don't
Oh
know.
man.
I don't know, man. I have nothing.
Wait, what conversations? Like your philosophical debates about what it means to be alive? Like what?
Maybe, I don't know.
Do
I'm
I
just gonna
exist?
I'm just gonna watch and see if like anyone is coming, or like listen and see if anyone's coming towards the door.
You dude, it's a huge, thick. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
okay.
blast door. There you don't hear.
I
shit.
give my fucking best shot, Scaarr.
All right.
Got nothing to help you with,
Hey,
but I believe in you.
All right. Comtech
you
-2.
could just hand me tools when I ask for them, you know, or whatever. It's fine.
Chris already said that's a no. Doesn't
All
matter.
right.
Okay. You pull a
How
Hudson.
am I panicking for?
Hack the
You
door.
didn't panic. Yeah, you're good.
It's a turn. Your panic lasts for a turn, so 15 minutes.
Okay.
You get into the control room. You see that it is a single room with a single door that leads out. To the left are the control panels that control everything in here. It looks like this basically is the control room for the reactor. Yeah. That's mainly what this room is for.
Once we know we can go blow up the whole station.
And then,
Yeah.
I mean, you guys can see on the map the reactor has 2 coolant tanks. If anybody would like, they can give me a heavy machinery roll to potentially learn some information that might be useful.
Yeah,
Reed, aren't
that
you-
right now.
Wow.
Reed,
About to say.
So Reed,
you.
Read another thing.
there's something odd here that strikes you now that you're considering this configuration. If this thing has 2 coolant tanks, it shouldn't need an exterior venting system. 2 coolant tanks of this size should be more than enough for a reactor of that capacity. Also, because you rolled so many successes, you would probably be able to tell that those vents are a modification to the station and are not part of the original station.
Yeah. So something doesn't quite add up.
And
Basically.
I'll give you another one since you have 3 successes. When you get into the control room, you notice on some of the control panels, you know, aside from the stuff you can do here, you notice that there are on the control panels there are, you know, buttons and lights for coolant tank A and B, but only A is lit up as if it's active. B appears to either be offline or disconnected.
Interesting.
Or maybe it's malfunctioning and it's not giving enough juice to the reactor.
So, considering how we have these 2 coolant tanks, yeah, something doesn't add up on why they needed to vent it out for additional cooling. It shouldn't need to have this kind of cooling power to maintain.
Is there like a terminal in the room?
Yeah, all the controls are in this section right here.
Okay. Is there a way we can kind of look into the power distribution and see if there's
Yes.
power going somewhere else?
That'll take another heavy machinery roll.
God, you're so good at this.
Okay.
Reed, I have to apologize. Our first mission together, we just got out of like cryo, and I was really suspicious of you, and then you were talking about like doing, hanging out only with me, and then you didn't support me, and I'm sorry. I judged you harshly as the new guy in the group.
Okay. I get it. You guys have your thing, and I'm a new guy in the area. In the
No,
squad,
I fully admit part of it was the fact that I got jumped out of cryo, and I was not in a good place mentally. But I do super trust you now, especially with all the things going on elsewhere. So
yeah, I think that's
glad to have you aboard.
Though, but I think the more concerning thing is how O'Connell is mentally on this one.
Yeah. So we still super have to watch him, but I'm just glad you're here with me because Corporal Tagar has not been talking the entire time. He's had this like dead-faced look on him.
This blue light spinning around his head.
Yeah, I saw him floating towards the station just in this T pose.
Oh man.
I'm glad you're here with me because it would be really scary if I was the only living person here. Oh, O'Connell's back.
Insert Tagar quote here. I just want to smash something.
Well, I didn't think you guys would say that, so okay.
Okay. With 2 successes, you're trying to find out what's going on here with the coolant, right?
Yes.
Okay. You are able to determine the coolant tank is still functioning, but it is not feeding energy to the reactor. It's still connected, otherwise it wouldn't have power because the reactor powers it, but the coolant tank itself is not its coolant is not being directed to the reactor. It seems the coolant has been cut off and is just providing coolant to that section of the station, that room. You do also notice, as you're looking around with your second success, you do notice that you actually see, make sure I'm giving you the right info here. You can see that some of the power cables that would connect the coolant tank to the reactor appear to have been rerouted to other parts of the station. One of them appears to lead to the control center on deck C. And the other one is running to, what does it say? Where'd it go? The doctor's office, also on deck C, near the med bay.
Doctor's office. Interesting.
So just because I'm putting this in my notes, the coolant B is running towards itself, but some of the cords are running towards the doctor's office and the command station.
Yeah, all 3 of them should be connected to the reactor.
Right.
And 2 of them are not. They've been redirected.
Okay.
And they're power type cables. So it's not like the coolant is being redirected. I want to make sure that's clear. The coolant's not being redirected, but the power
from the coolant. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I think that's going to be something we need to check out. when we
So
make our way up.
basically, what you can tell a couple things: that coolant tank is not affecting the reactor at all, which
Right.
is its normal purpose, and it seems it's just been separated to only affect that room. And then some of the power cables that would normally feed to the reactor are feeding to those other two sections on the station. You're not sure why. And like I said, you can tell it's not redirecting coolant to those areas, but the
But
power.
energy.
Energy,
Yeah.
for some reason, yes.
Okay.
Tagar would probably ask you, Reed, any idea what that would be for? Or why? What could you do with that sort of thing?
Not entirely sure, but whatever it is, it's requiring probably a lot of power, which is why they're taking it from the coolant tank. But I wouldn't know until I get a better look at the actual coolant tank itself.
Yeah, we can check the coolant tank, but the power distribution has probably been important too, right? We got a doctor's off, for some reason, and then like the command center. And so command centers in these kinds of stations are basically the central hub, right? They connect to the most important facets of this. So like maybe those big radial dishes that are sending out waves of energy.
Potentially.
Okay.
It could also be controlled from the comms relay on Deck A.
Ooh. Okay.
That would make sense.
Keep in mind, this is supposed to be a network relay station similar to Denali Station, except it's an orbital one. So it's meant to connect the network.
So, what is the difference between Denali and an orbital station?
This one's in space rather than on the ground. But they serve the same function. They're both network relay stations. So this is one of the things of the network. And sometimes they have them out in the middle of nowhere just to help, bridge vast empty sections of space.
Right.
But you guys know Denali Station was a bit bigger of an operation because it was in a high traffic area, especially being near the Crestus cluster of the UA garrison systems. There's a lot of traffic that comes through there. This is like, even though you're in quote unquote colonized space, this area, this particular section, there's nothing out here.
Is there any way I could check if this thing is just continuously broadcasting something?
If the station is broadcasting something? You guys already know it is. That's why you've been sent here.
Okay. We shut it down from here?
No. I mean, if you disconnected the reactor, that would probably do it, but you take the power off the entire station.
Right.
So maybe we should cause like a little disturbance in the power down here to send someone who might have a little bit more knowledge down, so we can grab them and find out what's going on here.
You could also
Put a
try
lot on-
the self-destruct from here too if you wanted to.
I mean, let's just do that
You
and
guys
fucking
want to play a new
dip out.
game? Yeah. Just...
I mean, you're putting a lot on them just sending one guy.
Well, they'll probably send like a team, but they're going to send a team of engineers and not
Team
Colonial
of
Marines.
nerds.
What if this place is occupied right now? We don't know it by UPP. So they're gonna.
It's clearly occupied by you.
Yeah. So if they send engineers down here, they're not gonna just send them alone. They're probably gonna be escorted down here, so they don't do anything funny.
Maybe one or two guys, right? They can't send a whole squad.
No, but I'm just saying we're trying to avoid a firefight. I think maybe we should just go up
stick on the down low because we don't want to, risk destroying any kind of evidence that we need to get a hold of.
Yeah. Okay.
If we could go up to communications to just so I could get just more eyeballs of what exactly is being sent out, and I might be able to just get more information from there, and hopefully get access to the rest of the station and see what's going on.
Okay.
I definitely want to take a look at that coolant tank first before we head anywhere upstairs.
Yeah.
In memory of
Oh no.
Who was it that was chatting today, Sean, in our Patreon about the high-low thing?
There were two of them. Oh, those guys are kings.
What? I don't remember what channel that was in. I'm trying to.
It was in the Aliens channel, I think.
Was it? I think it was Duke and O'Dandrel.
I think it was in Dragon Roost.
Yeah, no, it was Duke and O'Dandrel. So in memory to the high-low fiasco that has now become a thing that our Patreon members are picking up on, which I love.
Yeah, it's so funny.
High or low?
It is always high. But it has to be public.
Wow.
Fucking yes.
2 for 2. I mean,
69
2 for
wins again.
62, like, at this rate.
Listen, it's been like fucking 60 rolls at this point. I need a couple wins.
We broke the curse.
Tagar suggests if we do want to try to lure someone down here, we could always hide back in the reactor room.
I think we need more information at this point. And reactors generally create enough distortion that you won't be able to, like, radio up to people, right?
He looks to read, I guess.
That's just of it, I'd imagine so.
Yeah, you guys would know, like, if you're in there, your comms probably aren't going to work.
My only concern is that we have a reactor room, control room, and no one's in here, at least monitoring it.
Well, we could probably sabotage the
Classic
control room.
UPP. Just leave the reactor on with nobody watching it.
But it, like, just looking at the schematics, right? We have a bunch of crew cabins right next to the reactor room for some reason.
I gotta love your radiation.
Well, where else are they going to put them? I mean...
Anywhere else. Literally anywhere else.
It's probably warmer down here, at night. Even though we're in space.
At night in space.
Okay, yeah, if we don't want to do that, I will go wherever you guys want to go. We just need to do this as a team.
Yeah,
And find out what is causing these nightmares.
If it is a detail they send down here, we could just observe. We don't have to attack either. So we could just maybe turn down the cooling down to a parameter that would cause an alert. So it would send somebody.
Yeah.
And if it's not just one guy or something we can handle, then we just observe, and that might get us some more information.
Yeah, and then we jump into one of those rooms, or there's yeah,
well, we
it's
should probably
just
clear this floor first. Sure. Right? We get into a room and there's like 5 guys sitting there.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
Yeah. Do we want to start clearing from like top to bottom or south to north?
Well, we're on the south side, so I'll say let's start south.
Okay.
I'm gonna quietly open the door and
I'm gonna put
sneak
my
in.
silencer on.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you open it. Give me a mobility for stealth.
It's like a group mobility or individual?
We'll just say O'Connell, since he said he's going to open the door. I guess if there's anyone or anything down here, there would be an opposed roll, so I'm going to roll some dice here, whether or not there's actually something down here.
Well, that's fucking worrying.
Yeah. Do you want to push that?
No.
Okay.
I need a safe space.
So you open the door. It does make a little bit of noise as you open it. It's kind of a heavy door. It's electronic. But when you look out, you don't see anything directly in front of you. And you are being quiet, but the door makes a bit of noise. You move through, and...
hang on. I should have got 2 extra dice. It's totally been a turn by now. Right? Can I do 2 more? I'm still penalized by mobility.
I would say your panic would probably end at this point.
Okay.
15 minutes. I think it's about a 15-minute conversation. So we'll say it's just go now. It's over.
Okay.
You look out both ways. You don't see anything. Yeah. What do you do?
Make our way to the
Sounds
south crew
right.
cabin. Right?
Yep.
Okay.
Sneaking, and I'm screwing on the suppressor.
All right. So if you guys are moving as a group now, it's whoever has the lowest stealth makes the roll. Tagar's got 5 dice.
Yeah, I roll 7.
So Tagar's the low one.
Seems like it. Ooh, he's so good.
All right. Let's see if there's anything here to detect you or not. Doesn't seem like it. You guys, Connell, as you creep around the corner, before you actually get out into the hallway, you do notice, you catch a glimpse of someone. You stop. You take a very slow look around the corner. There is an SOF commando standing in this area. And he somehow doesn't see you. He happens to be looking down at the ground when you turn the corner. He doesn't notice you. You do see behind him there is a door that looks like it leads into the coolant tank. And you do see that there's a viewport on the door, but you can't see, from there.
Okay. Well, you guys see me kind of do the hand signal, and I go to step back quietly and slowly.
Okay.
And I'm going back in the control room.
Oh, okay.
Since we're in the control room, I'm gonna bring out the motion tracker.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's a UPP commando right around the fucking corner.
There's clearly something about that coolant tank that they're protecting.
Maybe they got something inside it.
Give me that roll for the power roll, please, on the motion tracker.
I think something's there.
Power roll, okay.
Yeah, just roll power. That's what I gotta do. Make sure it's equipped.
Okay, that's good.
Seems awfully
One's
low
is
seems awfully low on power, but that's your problem, not mine.
Yeah, why is it 2 power?
Because Mother gave you a shitty one that wasn't charged, I guess.
Mother's really going on the cheap.
It should have 5 power.
It should have 4 or 5, but I guess it doesn't. So
yeah, the one I have is a 5.
Well, the one he has doesn't.
I have the M316.
No, it's M314 is the one I gave you.
Are you
cheating already? Unbelievable.
Okay, yes. Yeah, I know it's the M314 because I put it into my fucking footlocker.
Well,
because when I looked at it, I wanted to be sure because I think the other one said long range, so I think that was the bigger one.
It's a bigger one.
Oh well, shit.
So it's not the one you put on your gun. It's the one you hold up and
a bigger one,
scan around.
Hmm.
But
Okay.
let's see.
Well, then.
What is it supposed to start at as power? What does it say in the description?
Power supply level of 5 when fully charged.
Okay, we'll say it has 4. It wasn't fully charged. So change it to 4. And roll 2 more dice.
Got a hand-me-down.
Well, maybe it was recently put there. It's only been charging for an hour.
Who knows?
You guys have been in fucking cryo for days.
Yeah, it should be fully charged.
Fucking Roy, he didn't plug it back in.
This makes sense. If you constantly charge an
Oh
item,
my god. Okay.
Jesus
it
Christ.
loses a maximum charge value. That
That's
makes
fine.
sense.
That-
now.
okay, yeah, it's at 3. That's fine. Moving on. Okay.
Oh, no.
So, yeah, he cheated and he still fucked himself. So okay. That's what you get, man. My game knows. Okay, my game knows. So you put the bleep out. There are blips throughout the station, but again, you can't tell necessarily what floor they are on, what deck. You get a total of 1, 2. Aside from this guy, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're getting anywhere from like 8 to 15 pings.
Oh my god.
You know,
Our boys
it might not necessarily pick up somebody who's just standing still like this guy unless he's moving around a lot. So, you know, that's why it's fluctuating. But I would say at least a dozen around that.
Oh, I got about a dozen hostiles. At least if they're all standing still.
Hey, they could all be cats. You don't know that.
That's still hostile.
Okay, what do we want to do with this guy, this SOF member? Are we gonna just? We probably just have to kill him, right?
We could make a noise and have him come this way. Jump him on when he comes in the reactor room.
Yeah, I mean he's the only one at this level, so if we cause an alert, he probably has to come here, and we can probably overpower him. But if he gets a chance to talk to them, we're found out.
Unless you want to pop your head out there and suppress fire him.
I mean, I could try to peek around the corner and kill him as quick as I can, but I can't guarantee it'll be full.
I can't believe I'm the one having to suggest this, but luring him is good. But, you know, if we catch him with his pants down with, 4 guns pointed at his face, chances are he's not going to resist, and we can question him.
Okay, so we just wait until he has to take a shit?
Yeah, I mean, up for any ideas to lure him where we can jump him.
Maybe
are these vents right here on the right
well,
here?
maybe if coolant tank A
I
has
don't
an
know
issue.
what those are, Bunnilla. It doesn't give any description of anything else in the room, really, other than the doors and the control panel. So I'm not sure what those are supposed to be.
Vents
Those are
for
probably-
xenomorphs to come in.
Or maybe just like mechanical stacks of.
You know
data
what?
shit.
Maybe it's panels that you open up and there's like electronics down there to do maintenance and shit.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
What
Because
if we
this,
Slam one of these panels and get his attention to come in here.
well,
They're giant waffle irons, I think.
if we like create an issue in coolant tank A, he's the only one down here. He'll have
But
to
I
go
feel
take a
like
look, right?
I feel like if there's gonna be an issue with the coolant tank, he's gonna radio that in, opposed to just a noise.
You guys keep discussing. I need to use the facilities really quick.
We know he's not the only one down here. I'm not missing that, right? Like, we know there could potentially be a whole fucking squad down here.
Correct.
So, I mean, can we just, I don't know, throw a fucking rock at one of the doors out here, get him to go look at it, and then get behind him? Squawk like a fucking rooster in this room, get him to come in and see what's going on?
Probably can.
Yeah. There might be someone in that room we can convince to make a sound, but yeah. Maybe just throw something at the doorway or the edge of the wall.
There's got to be a pen in here somewhere.
I have random shit I can throw. Oh, it's my Orlando Disneyland Mickey Mouse Special Edition Colonial Marine pen. I will throw it for you guys.
Or we could just fucking leave the fucking level until we know a little bit more what's going on.
Yeah. I mean, he can't really see us if we go around to the elevator.
That's what I'm thinking.
But he might come check out the elevator if we make a sound, right? If the elevator goes up to another level.
I mean, we'll probably, I don't know, we might be long gone by then. There's gotta be something I can rig up to make a sound to try to lure him over.
Can you like hack into the comms and spoof a message to him?
What kind of doors are these, you said?
The one to this room is, it's electronic, like, door. You gotta press a button, and then it slides open.
What would these doors do theoretically if something obstructs them? Do they just kind of sense it and keep opening and closing, opening, closing?
They might, or they might, like, bang, and then, kind of like an elevator door sort of thing. I mean, it doesn't look like this door is heavy enough to, like, cut somebody in half. Like, it's not like that, but it is automated.
So, okay, what if we do this? What if I put a piece of metal or something right here that obstructs the door, and it'll make just enough sound to get his attention. We hang out over here by the other elevator, wait for him to go check it out, and then we come up behind him with guns pointed and get him in the control room where we can question him.
Yeah.
Or we could just try to fuck off.
No, let's go with that.
I think that's a good plan. Yeah.
So these are chairs over here, I'm assuming. Chairs and tables?
Yeah. It's a mess hall.
Looks
Yeah,
like it,
you could probably see that one from when you open the door. Yeah, it's tables and chairs.
Put a chair in the way of the door. Might make a little bit of ruckus for him to investigate.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
Final answer?
I do that.
Yeah, I think that's the plan. Try to lure him towards the door.
Okay.
Hiding back over there.
What exactly are you doing?
We are going to we're going to huddle here where I forget what those icons
I don't
are
think we need a
meant to be.
huddle
That's
there.
for the intercoms.
So huddle by
We
the
could use
intercom.
One of these doors or one of these chairs, so we don't have to run across right off the bat.
Those chairs are probably like a stool. Like there's the bottom part is a stool that's bolted. Like a chair in a barber shop.
Never mind then.
Well, yeah, just get a chair. Someone has to be over here, at least one person, to get a gun behind him and corral him in, right? So
Yeah.
Put a chair in the doorway, and somebody's gonna be here that when he inspects the door, has a gun to his back, tells him to go inside.
Okay. So who's doing what? Just move your tokens where everybody's going to go to do this, and then we'll go from there. I'm going to assume Tagar's staying in the room.
Cruz has pretty good stealth mobility, so he'll be volunteering to be the one to come up behind the guy.
Okay.
Be in this corner of the door.
Okay.
I've got 9 dice on a mobility check.
All right. Tagar will hide behind this wall, around the other corner.
All right. I think it's O'Connell and Cruz on the back side.
So is O'Connell on chair duty?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'll need mobility tests from both of you. Because you're both doing something different. Cruz is trying to get across to hide. O'Connell's got to make 2 trips to get the chair. Hot damn. 4 successes. My God, you're good at this.
He is a sniper.
Good thing your panic ended. Otherwise, you would have gotten drop item.
Sheesh!
That'll make a noise. Okay.
Wow.
You grab the chair. Your hands are shaking as you make your way back. You smash the
Can't
chair.
stop thinking about that fucking dream.
Yeah, you put the chair in the door, and you activate your little plan. And
So I would like to use one of my successes to like pull out if like he has like an ear comm that you could try to talk into, pull it out before he has a chance to like alert anyone.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So let me just make.
Oh no! It sounds like forced.
So the door slams or closes on the chair. Nothing happens for a little while. It happens again and again, and finally, the third time that it slams, you do hear someone walking, and eventually, Cruz, from your hiding place, you do see this guy come around the corner to investigate. You do notice he does not appear to be carrying any weapons like in his hands, and you don't see like your typical.
He's not like a regular UPP soldier.
Well, he's SOF, so he's Space Operating Force, so that's their version of the Marines, and he is in full armor, but he's wearing a compression suit. He doesn't have his helmet on right now. The helmet is like probably attached to his belt or something, or magnetized, something like that. But he's not carrying a weapon. You don't see like he doesn't have like a. You would imagine he. I mean, you guys have seen these guys carry AK 40-47s. He's not carrying one. It's kind of weird.
Experimental invisible weapons.
And yeah, you see him. He goes over there and he starts to go look at the chair.
All right, so then I will go up, put my hand on the like inside neck of his suit, and then resting the barrel of my gun over my wrist, put it against his neck, and just, you need to shut the fuck up and move forward.
I will need another mobility test for this one. This will be opposed.
Okay, so I had 4 successes. Can I use one to give me, or how many stunts did I have in my first one?
You had a total of 4 successes.
So 3 stunts?
Yes.
Okay, so one would be to, if he has like a clear like headpiece, remove it. But what are the other stunts for fucking mobility? Impress someone. +1 modification to a later skill roll relating to this one. So +2 modification.
Sure. Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
All right. So I can do it, boys.
Oh, this supposed to be private. No. He has 1 success.
I only got 1 success. If I'm allowed to push, I will.
Yeah. Okay.
2 successes total.
All right. Yep. You're able to get behind him. You yank the earpiece out, and you got the gun to his head, and he puts his hands up.
Right, yeah. I move him into the room, and we close the door.
Okay. You have got an SOF member under control.
And this is when we kill him.
I pull out my knife.
I pull out a fully built cross that we can then put him upon.
The UA was here, bitches.
UAE's has descended upon the land, and you have failed us. So I'll look to the other people in the room like, all right, what's the next steps?
I figured you guys had an idea at this point.
At this point, I'd probably zip tie him.
Okay.
And I will start listening to the comms in case anyone checks in and I have to ask him for stuff.
You're listening to his
Do I
comms?
Yeah.
Hope you speak Russian.
I don't.
Yeah.
But if someone says something, I'll ask him.
That is what you hear. You do hear Russian being spoken. And
Right.
Cruz,
Oh, shit.
please roll me a straight wits here.
Oh, come on. I have 3 stress, so this is going to be -3. Come on, 2 6s. 1 6.
One of the voices kind of sounds familiar to you. But it being in another language, it probably kind of all sounds the same.
Does it sound like someone who is not a native UPP speaker?
No, it sounds familiar to you.
Who it probably
But
sounds like.
you needed 2 successes to know for sure.
Bro, I only have
Does
I know, but this is. I mean,
Can I push this
Does
roll?
it sound like a woman?
it is a woman's voice. Yes.
Oh, yes,
That
and
you
I
can
know
tell.
exactly who
Mhm.
this is.
Mhm.
Okay, so outside of like this, would this have been something that Broderick would have actually known? Because Broderick, I think, is the only person who had interactions with a female UPP.
Well, yeah, I guess there's another female UPP, but no, you are correct.
Besides Mishka, yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So yes, actually, you wouldn't even make this roll. My bad.
Okay.
Well, cat's out of the bag.
Oh no! It's Broderick's waifu.
Thank God Schmidt's not here.
I have too many subplots going on.
Listen, that's why I asked. So we will just.
Is this what it's like to try to write 7 volumes of Game of Thrones?
Yeah, probably. Except you're doing a much better job.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
There's people speaking in languages you don't understand.
All right.
There's
So
not a lot of chatter right now.
Yeah. I would be holding it like close enough to his ear so he could hear it, and tell him just like translate.
Does this guy speak English?
Oh, he better hope he does.
Oh, fuck!
You know what that's gonna be?
It's always 69, my guy.
Yeah.
Oh, the curse is 2 6s tonight.
It's been like 4 in a row. Oh god, I'm gonna go buy a lottery ticket.
Well, he knows how to speak English, but he pretends that he doesn't, and you have no way of telling if he's telling the truth or not. So,
I hit him with the butt of my gun.
no, he says they're checking incoming ship.
Okay. What's on the ship?
Unknown.
Okay.
What do you guys got going on in Coolant Tank B?
He looks at you for a moment, deciding how to answer that, and he says, a special experiment.
Such as what?
He doesn't answer.
Is that why you're all here? You doing fucking experiments
Oh, Connor, can I
at
borrow
a
your
con
knife?
station? Oh yeah, sure. Straps it.
Whoa, hold on. He's going to be much more accommodating if we don't hurt him.
Well, I mean, for
disagree.
every answer he doesn't give us, we can cut off a finger.
No, okay, no, we are not some insane Wayland-Yutani murder force, right?
No, it's just, interrogation.
Yeah, you
No.
remind me of someone.
Shit.
Okay, at the end of the day, we're all humans. We shouldn't just be cutting fingers off of people.
All right, you're fair.
Okay,
Fine.
okay.
It was more of a scare tactic, but thanks for ruining the vibe. But
His fingers
worse
might
as a
be
skeptic.
intact, but I will beat the teeth out of this motherfucker if he doesn't cooperate.
Okay, that's sort of within reason. I mean, that's sort of how UA cops do it, so it's okay, right?
What is your fucking mission?
I'm gonna hand the knife back to O'Connell.
He doesn't sheath it.
He says, to defend this station.
Bro, what are you defending? Don't be vague with me, asshole.
You asked what my mission was. That is my mission. That is my
I
assignment.
punch him.
Takes the hit on the chin.
Okay. Oh, hold on.
I'm gonna.
We can talk to him. He speaks.
It's either this or cigarettes. It's very relieving for me.
Okay, smoke some cigarettes.
I'm
gonna
gonna do
search him
both,
for a
actually.
keycard.
Okay, yeah. What'd you say?
I'm gonna search him for a key card,
Oh, nice.
access card, at least to open up some doors.
The only other things on him, you do see that he does have a knife and a pistol, like in a sheath on his belt and a holster, and the pistol has like a flashlight on the end of it. But other than that, that's all he has.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna definitely take both of those off of him.
Okay.
All right. Okay, well, before we hit anyone again, just give me a second, right? Okay. And I'll kind of like lean down, like, okay, sorry that happened. You understand why they may do that, I hope. But I don't want anyone to get hurt here. What's your name? My name is Alex.
He spits a hawk of blood down and he says, Boris.
Nice to meet you, Boris. Do you have family back where you come from?
Hold on, I'm going to make a check here for him.
Oh no.
He kind of rolls his eyes and he says, don't bother with your games, American.
This is not a game, okay?
I know your tricks.
This isn't a fucking trick, alright? If it was a trick, I would just let them keep beating the shit out of you.
If you want to see what's in coolant tank, go around the corner and look for yourself.
No, I'm kind of asking more about what's going on here, right? Because I've got family back in my home, and you probably have family in your home. And neither of us want our families to get murdered by whatever our governments are trying to do. So if we can come to an agreement where we prevent the super rich people in our governments from killing all of the super poor people, that'd be great.
He laughs. Super rich? You don't know much about the UPP, do you?
I know enough that your commandants probably make an insane number of whatever your currency is compared to you.
There's still rubles?
He says, I forget what it's called in this.
Utilitarian rubles, yeah.
Neo rubles.
You see when you say that, you see he actually does scowl and he says, do what you will. Do not speak ill of my commander.
I'm not talking about your commander specifically. I'm talking about the people leagues above them who determined that all of your children have to die for a war that none of you agreed with. we don't all have to kill each other.
He says, then don't.
That's okay. I'm really trying here to make sure they don't kill you. Okay.
Oh my
Hey,
god, enough of this hippie
Cruz,
shit.
I don't think the
He
read
goes-
technique is really working
He
here.
says, I am SOF. I am prepared to die for my country if need be.
All right. Yeah, if I can't convince you, there's nothing I can do. All right, let's go check out that other place. You guys do what you need to do.
I mean, I guess. Well, make a manipulation test at this point because you are trying. I
Okay.
had rolled for him already, so I'll keep the roll that I had. Do you wish to push?
Can we be helping that since we're intimidating on the sides? Quite a lot.
Cruz is not trying to be
Yeah, because
intimidating. That's
Cruz
the
is
issue.
Cruz is going about this the diplomatic way, and you guys are not. So I would say no, because you're doing opposite things here.
So Cruz will
Yeah,
push
well,
because he wants
diplomacy and
less death.
intimidation all falls under manipulation in this game, right? So it's all one way to coerce somebody.
But the intent.
Hmm.
So
The
Cruz
objective is the same.
sure, the objective is the same, but the way Cruz is going about this is trying to save lives and not cut fingers off. So he will push.
Okay. Okay.
So 2 successes, but a tremble.
Well, it's a good thing you pushed. He can see that you're shaking, whether it's because you're scared of doing this and bringing this up and like being this close to this guy, or you're shaking because you're afraid what your teammates are gonna do. He probably can't tell that, but he looks at you and he kind of looks at the others and he says, I have never met American that talks like you.
Well, technically, I'm from Mexico, so we're slightly different. But yeah,
Ah, well, that explains it.
yeah,
Not blood-hungry dog.
that's fair. Yeah.
And he kind of cracks his neck a bit, and then he says, UPP has secret experiment on station, broadcasting to open channels. A dream experiment, using station to send out signal to all open comm channels.
And so you said this is in coolant tank B, which you were guarding, right?
Yes,
Is that door currently locked?
of course.
Do you have access to it?
Negative.
Who does?
Commandant and the doctor.
Where can we find either one of them?
He kind of thinks about that, and he says, Doctor is usually in her office.
And would that be on this level or upstairs?
He says,
Yeah, that's fair.
Technically, we don't know where the doctor's office is.
You're right. Yeah.
he says, on upper deck.
How many soldiers are on this level?
Usually one or two.
Aside from you or along with you?
It depends on shift.
Okay, so this shift, how many is on this level with you?
Might be one other.
Then what's their
How do you
objective
not
guard?
know?
My job is
Seems
to
a bit
guard.
odd.
My job is to guard door, not ask questions.
Yeah, sure. What a good soldier you are, following orders.
Oh, okay, hold on. Listen, we all are soldiers, right? We follow the will of people way, way above us, okay?
We ask questions because it saves our fucking ass half the time.
Well, normally we don't ask
Yeah.
questions.
What campaign have you been playing?
Right, okay. Hold the fuck up. We have not asked any important questions any single of these missions, okay?
Boris
Chill the
is
fuck
like,
out.
I don't even know you, and that's a goddamn lie.
Yeah, okay.
Make a manipulation test to say that with a straight face.
Okay. You guys have any other questions for him, or we could just lock him up here?
How many people do you have on the second floor?
The sector.
I don't know how many people are on each floor at each time. The station
Yeah, well-
has about dozen personnel.
Now, what if I give you the option to sit here nice and quietly and not make a peep, then to be knocked out? How does that sound to you?
I would approve. I would appreciate that. Yes.
Yeah, we've already got his fucking comm unit, so.
Well, if we're going
You
to
guys
check
think to
out,
just leave it to him so he can scream? No. I'm. You gotta tie him to the chair over there and knock his ass out.
that's what I was going to tie to the chair, but I don't.
Yeah, we don't need to knock him out.
O'Kyle just looks back at you two, just absolutely confused right now.
Listen, okay, we can lock him into the reactor room. Put on his helmet, he'll be fine in there. And you're definitely not going to hear any screams in there.
Nah, he will super die in a reactor room.
He's
No,
in
he's
a
got his
compression
suit
suit.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Oh, the compression suits guard entirely against radiation.
Well,
Well, space itself is pretty radiated.
In
so
theory.
I'd imagine.
I mean, it is.
So he can tamper with something in the reactor and get someone to come here and get him out very
Yeah,
quickly.
just-
Let's just
we'll
tie
just-
him to a fucking chair and knock him out. What's the problem?
It doesn't matter if he's knocked out. We'll just lock the door.
It doesn't matter if he's locked out. He can't scream. What? You guys understand this is our enemy, right? We're in a fucking war. I'm not saying we're gonna kill him, but we don't need to make him fucking crumpets and tea.
You guys would know he's wearing the UPP equivalent of the suit that you guys are currently wearing. So it's an armored compression suit. I would imagine. I mean, I'm no astronaut. If you have your helmet on, could somebody hear you screaming through the helmet?
Soundproof.
Like,
It's airtight. You can't hear sound.
I don't think you could, unless you were like right next to him. So, if you put his helmet
Let
on, we'll
alone
assume,
steel walls.
and the doors are
I was gonna
closed.
strip him naked, but I guess
Oh.
that works too.
Yeah, we just leave him here.
I strip him naked, but leave his helmet on, so no one can hear him
You
scream.
Someone will eventually find him in the next couple hours. He has plenty of air. It's fine.
It's gonna be a lot sooner than that when he doesn't report in.
That time
Right,
will-
and they won't hear him report in when he's unconscious. So it's the same thing, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, regardless of what happens, we're on a timer. So let's just.
But yeah, you can put that.
Whatever
helmet
you
on
guys wanna
and
do.
He's soundproof. That's fine.
Yeah.
Turns out he only had one air left, and he suffocated a few minutes later. You guys are dicks.
No, I'm an evil person.
Yep. There goes your Paragon run. Ruined.
Oh, god damn it, I've done so good this session.
You come back, Boris? Boris? Oh my god, Boris!
Just blew in the face.
Yeah, he's just
He's purple. I'm like, oh, fuck. Okay, well, I'm just going to put a breaching charge on his chest. We'll be good.
I'll just put the visor down on his helmet and just sleeping. Okay, yeah, you put his helmet on. He's got plenty of
Tied
air.
to the chair.
Yeah. Yep. No problem.
Okay.
Okay.
Where do we want to go next? Do we want to go to B? Or no, we're on B. It's C. It's the one over here with the commands or the control center where that other
He said
power
there's still
is
another
routing.
guy on this level. I'd probably want to get that guy in custody as well. I'd imagine so. Because let alone we don't need someone, coming up behind us.
Okay. Do we want to just start checking cabin rooms until we find them?
I think so. I think that would be wise.
Okay. Yeah, I've got my suppressor on in case we need to dome someone accidentally.
Do you check the viewport to the coolant tank?
Ooh, we should do that, yeah.
Yeah. And you're gonna get insane.
You're
Roll your
The
wits.
same thing Chris was doing to us in that other fucking campaign.
Yep. He's
Do you look at
luring
the
us in.
hole?
Bait and switch, baby. Do you look? By the
wanna
way,
go on
guys,
a
there's a
spacewalk?
viewport into the cool tank, just so you know.
Now, admittedly, every time Chris asked me, I was like, yeah, I'll look at whatever's going on out there.
All of us would 100% check, for sure.
Yeah, I know,
easy.
Okay.
It's just funny.
Perfect time, right? 'Cause we're at the end of the session here. So, you go around the corner. There doesn't appear to be anybody else here. You don't hear anybody else moving around or anything. Cruz, when you're down hiding there, you don't hear anybody else in the mess hall. If there's anybody, maybe they're just sitting in a room somewhere or sleeping, but you don't hear anybody at the time being. When you guys go to this door, Reed, now that you've seen them, they modified the reactor a little bit. You can tell that this is modified as well. This coolant tank is not supposed to have a door. This should just be a solid wall here. The fact that there's a door, and it looks like a pretty heavy, door that would take, you gotta unlock it, and it's like a submarine door. It's got the crank to open up, and it's got a viewport so you can see in there, which is also weird. Coolant tanks never have anything like that. Inside, you see that it is still the room of the coolant tank, but the room has been modified to a way where the room itself is filled with coolant. It's not contained in a tank. The room itself is the tank. And it's hard to see at first because of all the liquid, and it's very cold, so it's kind of frosted over. But you can see there is something in the coolant. And what it is, you see a large black creature that is kind of curled up, and it has a huge crested head, and it appears to have a bunch of cords and cables that look like they are either attached or drilled or inserted into this thing's head. It's curled up so you can't see its full size. But when the others see this, you recognize it as the same type of creature that you saw back at Mechtat Research Lab where you met Mishka. A big, black alien. Reed, since you've never seen one of these, your stress goes up by 1.
Fuck me sideways.
The only difference that the three of you who have seen this thing before can tell is it does not quite look as large as the one you saw at the other lab. But otherwise, and it doesn't have the things holding it on the ceiling, like it's not attached to the ceiling. And this one does not have the ovipositor, which is the thing that it lays the eggs with, which the other one you saw did have that. That is what you see.
Jeez.
And that is where we will end.
Oh
tonight's
no.
session.
Well, happy, joy.
Tagar's gonna be happy when he comes back.
Well done. You didn't have to fight anything, so you didn't all die because Tagar wasn't here. It's too bad.
And we did our best.
Tried, but you know. So, another xenomorph. What now? What horrors await?
Yeah, I'm just looking what an ovipositor is.
That's the thing it lays the eggs with.
The big caterpillar sack.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm seeing that now with the images of insects.
Yeah, I was gonna say that is an actual thing in nature, so it's not just
Yeah,
made up
yeah.
for the alien. That's what they call it. So, yeah, it looks a little smaller, and it doesn't have the egg sac laying device.
And it doesn't have like the weird tubes coming out of the
no,
shoulders.
it's not. It's not suspended on the ceiling. It looks like it's curled up on the ground, basically. Or well, it's curled up, but it's kind of floating in a way because
Yeah,
it is
free,
in like
free
liquid.
floating.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah. It doesn't appear to be bound or chained up like the other ones were. For the other one,
Jesus.
you only saw one. So, all right. Well, that's all we got for you, listeners, patrons, anyone who's watching. We appreciate it. We'll be back next week as we dive into part 2 of Operation Dreamcatcher. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you same time, same place. Signing off.